I forgot my glasses. I don't look smart. I think that just got it too.
No, it was just before.
Just before?
So
Okay,
nobody
good.
heard you say that thing that you just said.
Okay, I won't say it again.
Okay.
I say
You may say. I haven't
you're
put you
not
on
lying.
screen yet. Ha ha.
I'll just say it loud and on your mic too.
Cito.
Yeah.
What?
Your screen's not showing it. My screen's showing you
Yeah, you're
in a very awkward position.
You're frozen on my screen. It was your computer.
Mine still says live though.
Yeah, I know, so does mine, but your picture frozen. Now I can see your picture again.
yours is still
I
frozen.
don't know if we're working. Are we working? You're
Yeah.
still frozen on mine.
Yeah, you're still frozen on mine too.
Maybe it's mine.
So
What the heck?
yeah, good evening everyone.
No, wait, that doesn't work because I can see you.
Oh. You're well and truly. Hang on, I'll try to remove you and add you again.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. Now you're a black screen. We may. No, we don't want to talk to you, man. You didn't want to be here, so I'm not even going to bother addressing that comment properly. Yeah, you're back working now. You're like
I can see me
5 bit,
the whole
but
time.
you're
What was that
working.
you were saying about max instability?
Well, it didn't crash.
Yeah, so hi Rohan
Just
and
didn't work.
Chloe. Yeah, I'll do my regular spiel. We're no longer wrecking, guys. If you haven't realised.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't realised.
There's an echo, which is awesome. I don't know why there's an echo. You're making excuses. I don't believe you. I don't know why there's an echo, guys.
Well, look, I'll drop out and you can add the guest then.
Yeah. It turns out Chloe and that were down Brisbane last week, and they didn't come say hi.
Oh.
But yeah, well, we'll drop Cito out, and I will introduce tonight's guest, which is a very common... Turns out I'm just echoing. How am I just echoing? This is hurting my head. Actually, whilst you're out, Cito, do you mind grabbing my peepers? They're just on the desk.
Oh.
Like, I literally just took them off when we were setting up. What's them called? 38 degrees right now. Like, is that how hot it is over there? Okay, stop. I want to introduce today's guest. We have Karl. I'm trying to think. Mad Dog is your Twitch thing. So if you've ever seen someone commenting on our streams with Mad Dog, that is Karl. You are online.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about his GC8 today and pretty much whatever he feels like letting us know about his car. Whilst I grab my peepers. Just so I don't get a headache for looking at a screen for too long.
Yeah, you don't want that. Especially not if I'm here.
Yeah, no, it hurts my head, hence headache. I still don't understand the 38 degrees right now. Like, it definitely doesn't feel like it's that hot here.
Nah.
Maybe that's his temperature. Is that high?
I don't-
Yeah, I feel like that's very high.
Yeah.
40 was very high, but
Well, maybe.
30s was high.
Yeah, 38 might be high.
I think 36 is about
Yeah, I'm not smart enough, so I won't even pretend I'm that smart. I just want to make sure. Okay, so. But yeah, so pretty much. I don't know. Which one are you talking to?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Is he referring to me or?
No, I feel like he's probably referring to me.
Yeah.
I did. I shaved it last night. Like. It was shaved.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he's talking to you. I don't. Have you met Jason before?
Yeah.
He might be talking to you.
He could
though.
be, yeah.
He quite easily could
Yeah.
be.
Sorry?
We're at the same Dirt Valley Day.
I've been to a few, yeah, that he's been at.
We found you in the background of one of his photos.
Yeah, when they
Yeah,
had
with the
pink,
Civic.
Yeah.
Pink Civic, yeah. Yeah, I was in the background putting my other tyres on.
Yeah.
So we have Rohan saying it is the fever. Chopped is Neil, I believe, saying hi. And Chloe saying they're bringing their GC8 down in March. Oh, yeah, no, it is at you.
Yeah.
Jason's having a go at you and telling you to shave.
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon the goat is gangster. It looks
Cheers.
good. I just got bored and shaved mine the other day.
I thought that was for November.
Well, yes and no, I just got bored. But I'm decided to like grow down the sides for Movember because it looks funny.
Yeah.
But no,
For Mexico's Day.
Man's a savage online. Didn't say any of that to me when we met.
Justin said good day. Paul says howdy boys. That's Paul. That's Dr. Subi Doctor. Yeah, that one. Saying howdy. But yeah, so I have no idea where to start. There is a nice neat list here. Is there just a photo of your car?
Oh.
I'm gonna have to look at the photos properly.
There'll be a couple from the rally day, in the MISC folder, I think.
We'll start with this one because I feel like this one shows your car off pretty well to start with. Actually, I need to learn my lesson. Move that over here first.
Don't let anyone see them.
Now we share.
Yeah.
So now no one can see it. So
That's him.
this is Carl's car. Want to give us quick rundown on your car? What is it? And yeah, does it have a name? Anything like that?
No, it doesn't have a name.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm just not creative enough for that, I guess.
Right, our cars were Project 1, Project 2, Project
Yeah, pretty well. So, but no, so it's 99 GC8. As far as I know, entirely stock engine and gearbox and stuff like that. I've done a bit of work to it, which I guess we'll go through. Yeah, pretty much. It used to have fog lights. I took them out because the bumper kept falling off.
Yeah, I was going to say they probably wouldn't have lasted long looking how painted that car is right now.
Yeah. So that was previous owner did a closed door respray and he didn't prep any of the surfaces because there's paint chipping off it everywhere now. It looked really nice when I first got it. There is a photo in there of it from the first rally day compared to one of the later ones.
Yeah. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. Stop the shit. Remove.
You good? You good?
That was...
Show notes.
Yeah, just
notes.
ignore me, alright guys? I'm having one of those days, alright?
We'll have them.
Which folder do you think it was? In the MISC?
I wouldn't know how to stop having.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Stop having one of those days.
Yeah.
Do I have access to the drive or?
Or could he access it?
Not on that computer.
Okay.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I should have kept my USB with me so I could plug it in and told you where everything was.
Well, if you want, run out. You can run out.
Yeah, I
right?
might just do that, eh?
And I'll just put my face up. I'm fine with that. Everyone loves just looking at my face. Don't you? Isn't that why they come here most of the time?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So where are we at? We have, is it really neat though? What's really neat? I don't know what that's in reference to, Rohan. Knowing how organised you always are. No, I think he's having to dig at me about something. Ben Allen said so smooth. Yeah, it's transition is awesome. Yeah, the reason why Nathan's not on is
I gotta finish my dinner.
he may be nomming away.
Chicken.
Eating dinner. But no, is it a standard extra for the GCA WRX to have WRX embroidered in the front and back seats?
Not that. Oh, wait,
No.
no, neither.
No, I was going to say that sounds more like a aftermarket thing.
Yeah.
Like someone's done it. Yeah, Ben Allen said, so smooth. Yeah, I'm great at transitions, I feel. But yeah, once you find the photos, just let me know which folder and I'll just pump them up.
Yep.
Just because I'm not very smart. Nathan's sitting in the dark. It's not really dark. Oh, you haven't got your backlight on. Do you normally have your backlight on?
For this, I think I do.
Unacceptable.
It's just in the main folder with the old.
Oh, I knew that. I was literally looking at that. Why won't that go down? How do I make this? I'm having technical issues. Oh, there we go. It's alright, I fixed it. Don't question my ingenious plans. Rightio. So, where are we at? Okay, before I put the photo up, I'm getting caught up. Rohan said, whoa, double XL Jacob. You're actually missing a few X's, but I'll take the compliment. I like Carl back. I'll go jump back to what Jason said before. Jason said, I know Carl drives like a nutter. It's good
It's
control.
the only way to drive.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other... No other way to drive.
What do we got?
Only go. No.
Ben Allen really wants someone to sell him some mint condition black and red GC8 seats. Pretty pleased.
Good luck.
Yeah, there's not many of those around these days.
At least you can get the passenger and back seats, but it's always the driver one that's got problems.
Yeah, it's near
got the
impossible. Like you can, I don't think you can change the base. I think we worked out you can't change the base, but you can like change the foam and stuff. Wait, no. Did what's his name change the base? David's dad. No, they changed the cover.
Yeah.
So you can pull the skin off the seat, off the passenger seat,
Yeah.
and put it onto the driver's seat, just to make it neat. Rohan said, "Insert racist joke of chicken," because I think he wants some chicken and his ethnicity. But I'm not going into racist jokes. That's Rohan's department. Jason, I don't know, man. Like, he's sitting there eating chicken, and all me and Carl want to do is eat chicken.
Yeah, I had some chicken.
No, I got chicken in the fridge. I just forgot.
You forgot that you had chicken.
And something is because he's so intelligent. Rick says sup. So, sup, that is our guest next week. Have you met Rick before, Carl?
Nope.
He's crazy. Have you seen his car?
Oh, I might have on the stream if you've...
Yeah, it was the
before.
4x4 Peanut WRX wagon.
Oh,
the
one
really
that's
jacked
lifted.
up one.
Yeah. That's goals. I want to do that one day. Like,
A lot of people have seen that and go, "I've wanted to
I think
Yeah.
I've just caused all the GC8 seats to get sold, Cito. Because I have Rohan saying, want to buy a passenger WRX seat, and Ben saying, me too now.
I'm not parting out. Like, that's
Yeah.
not what the photo of my car
Yeah,
was
that,
here
that,
for.
that just because the car may look a little rough doesn't mean he wants to part out. And Rick is having red rooster now. I'm not going to put it up just because people may complain, but yes. Back to Carl's car. Yeah. So, Jason, man, he's
Like,
always
you
getting
did
us
the pink
back
suit.
on point, okay? So, back to Carl's car. I want to know suspension and other mods so I can beat it in a pink Civic. It sounds like you've just been called out by a Civic.
No, he wants to beat it. He hasn't yet. No,
I'm so confused. I feel like... Can you see the comments
yeah.
on the side? Not before I put it up. Cito, do you mind making it so we can see it down the side? Because there's one I don't want to click on because I'm just like... I feel like it's spam.
Holy wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's
Oh,
spam?
you can see that?
I can't
Yeah.
even click
I
on-
feel like that's spam.
It could be, yeah.
Most likely.
I reckon it probably is.
It's got nothing to do with our content.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not spam. Not spam.
Who is it?
I don't know who it is, so I'll put it up. Cove.
Sad
Read it
face.
out.
I won't read it out, but it could be, and definitely not spam. Ollie said it's not spam, so we'll accept that. Rick James says he's bad for the word he used before that I can't use. Pink Civic is best Civic.
Yeah.
So, and lol challenge accepted.
Just gonna...
So, are you scared? Is one thing I want to ask.
Yeah.
Are you scared of him or no?
Nah.
Like, knowing we've had him on stream before and he's been racing since before you were born.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be a more capable driver than me, but I've got 2 more wheels driving.
That is true. So, yeah, back to his comment. What suspension and other mods are you running?
So, nothing too crazy. You're going to be a bit disappointed, Jason. I've got STI pink suspension under it, alloy control arms, and that's it. Like, I've got strut braces front and
Yeah.
back, and that's all I've done suspension-wise.
But you're running the GD control arms at. Did you get them
Yeah.
off us?
No, I got them on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, you got something interesting off us, I think.
I got GD axles off of you when I was...
Yep.
Yeah, because you showed me how to...
To make sure it's the right size.
Yeah, because the ones that I got were not originally, so...
I'm really confused about this Holy dude.
Right.
Is it Holy or Holly? Holy.
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 Holy, yep.
Alloy control arms is my love language.
not one of the 5.
Good thing.
Rick said, if it's on dirt mud, I'll have a go in the outback with muddies. Oof. Again, it sounds like you may be getting called out again.
Man, everyone wants to challenge.
Just
me.
because
What is
just
this?
because he's the guy we know for going to skid control. Yeah, so let's pick another photo. What do we feel like throwing up next?
Whatever you like.
Depending on this goes, Mitch.
Huh?
Depending on how this goes, Mitch.
Well, since we're talking about I could just ignore me, okay? Just let's.
What is going on?
Here we go. So this is before you put the pinks in, I believe.
Yes, so when I first got it, it was on King's Lowering Springs. And considering I bought it specifically to take to the rally track, that wasn't going to fly.
Yeah.
So yeah, first thing I got for it was the STI pinks, which I realised the other day looking at them, they're KYB, which I didn't know.
Yeah, Subaru, even the stock Subaru is KYB.
It's all KYB.
Yep.
Yeah, right, there you go.
All KYB.
So I learned something.
That's something that, yeah, again, people don't understand. It's like, oh, I want to get some genuine shocks. It's like, yeah, go buy some KYBs. It's like,
Yeah.
no, I want genuine Subaru ones. It's like,
KYB.
that
Yeah, right.
it's KYB, my dude.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, hang on. So we got some more. Someone did say the Holy Do Darks, how do you drive stick?
Yeah.
Buy a sim, practice. John says LO. Cody McDermott.
That's my mate.
Carl's logic is literal stubbornness. Don't even bother trying to argue.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Here's I'm coming on stream, comes on
Oh.
to comment just to attack me.
Oh no, I really feel like you've just been called out by a very big gun, and I apologise.
Who's that?
Michelle wants to challenge you and George.
Their rally.
Yeah, you know Jason and Michelle's rally car.
Yeah, I've been in it.
It-
I went around
uh,
in like my second time there. I rode shotgun with her.
Nice.
So do you think you can beat her?
Probably not. Like, what are
Well,
the?
it's a VF34, but it's got a restrictor.
Oh yeah, see? Oh, but you haven't got a VF34 though, do you? You're
Ah,
TD04.
TD04, which is dying. So,
That's not good.
no.
Ah, okay.
Nah, it needs a bit of work. I'm probably not going to be back at skid control for a while.
It sounds like people like you may need to come and talk to James, Rick, because that's not much travel.
That was I don't know if Oh, this is before the alloy control arms too.
So this is
still
early,
stock
early.
Steelies, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, I don't know. It's my first Subaru I've ever owned, so
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
feel
I'm
like
okay.
that's the stock travel.
yeah, it would be.
Like it doesn't look like it's like Subarus don't have much. Dude, these comments are gold tonight. I feel like you're popular. So Rohan wants Jason to do it in reverse. I'm guessing in George. Rick says, but the Excel G-Shocks are horribly cheap built. Yes,
Yeah.
you got to make sure you get the right KYBs.
Yeah.
And Michelle also said, she's slow. She reckons you'll beat her. Dude, this is going to be dope. We're going to need cameras out there. I know Michelle has cameras. Do you have cameras?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've
Oh,
got
wait,
videos.
you got videos on
There's
here.
videos in that folder. Like, come on.
Okay, let's go to the next photo. What do we got?
Do you need a coffee?
So
or-
again, this is...
Yeah,
no,
so this-
I had an energy drink and I still like...
So this is still, this is early days. So I didn't even have a jack to work on this. So I was taking it to work and borrowing the work jack stand and jack to actually do all of this stuff. So I did this on my birthday on a Friday on my day off at work.
Damn.
Yeah, changed them out. I got the STI pinks really cheap too. I got them for $100.
Don't... Just be careful because I don't think he's watching, but we have got a customer who really wants them for his car.
Yeah.
So he may get jealous and try to steal them off your car. Like, it'd be a worthwhile car selling it to him because his car, I feel like it'd go great with a set of STI pinks, wouldn't it, Cito?
Yeah.
I'm aiming for coilovers eventually.
Do you want coilovers? I might be able to convince... Are yours in good condition?
Yeah, I think so. There's one that one at the back corner that the lock nut keeps coming undone, so it probably just needs a new lock nut on the strut top. But
Because if you were here, were you here... Well, you've watched most of our streams. Anthony with the two-door, the Raw 555 two-door. He had a set of STI pinks,
Yep.
sold them for a set of teens.
Doesn't like them.
He just regrets his choices.
Yeah, right.
And he wants to go back to STI pinks. So
Yep.
I may be able to have a chat to him if you're interested in coilovers.
Yeah.
Because that'll work well.
It's going to be a matter of money because that's my entire limiting factor with everything. So,
Yeah.
so I'm very slow doing it as cheap as possible process. I do need. Yep.
So Rohan said he might join in the racing.
Yeah.
You could do it in his GC8. We'll go 5 to 10 kilometers an hour, not to kill his coilovers.
That's not fun. You got to just go.
I'd
Go for it.
I'd send the coilovers back if you couldn't go faster than 5 to 10.
If they break, then you know they're not good enough.
Yeah.
Get new ones. And
It sounds like
so
So we just spoke about the fact you haven't got much money. So Jason, if you want to sponsor him,
yeah, please by all means. But
Feel
you
free.
will see later. I do have slotted rotors now, so I have sorted that part.
this was just setting everything up, I take it.
I don't know why I included this photo to be honest, but yeah.
There you go.
And there's the new ones.
Oh, so nah. He wants us. So you haven't got the pink springs.
Oh, they're not. Okay.
Are they STI? I thought the STIs, are they still black? So you have 2 different types of springs you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the pink spring. I was gonna say I remember I've asked this question before.
Yeah.
So yeah. And
So that's you working at work.
Yep, that's where I'm working at work.
On your birthday.
No, this one wasn't. This was from later. Again, but yeah, I kept doing that for quite a while because I didn't have a garage. I didn't have any real good space to work in it. Well, I didn't have a jack was the main thing, so I was constantly just borrowing tools and stuff.
Yeah.
Mainly the jack and the jack stand, so I could do it properly. But yeah, so that was me replacing the axles after I'd done the control
Alloy
arms.
control arms.
Yeah, so I'd put the alloy control arms in it with the stock
GC8 ones.
GC8 ones, and then it split a boot.
Yeah, you can't really see. Oh,
Yeah, you can see a little bit
you
there.
can kind of see that there are alloys in there.
I don't know if I've got a photo of. I don't think I do. I went through pretty much everything that I have photos of this car on, and I couldn't find any. But
Okay,
yeah.
so we got some more comments. So
Yep.
Rick's saying just send it. I'm assuming that's to Rohan
Absolutely.
because Rohan is doing the typical Rohan thing, flexing on everyone.
Oh yeah.
2.5K MCA
Man's
purple.
making bank.
Fancy dude.
Just send it. If they're 2.5K, if they don't survive, they weren't good enough.
Yeah.
Get new ones.
If you send it with 2.5K coilovers and
Yeah,
they
exactly.
break, they weren't 2.5K. Someone gypped you. Rohan said, I found on tarmac my FA092 has a tendency of being too quick for my front diff to keep up.
So is that the?
That's the quick steer.
That's the quick steer.
Yeah. But he
How
is
come
NA.
Too quick for the diff.
I don't know. I really don't know. That confuses me.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
A lot. Oh, here we had to get on a flex session, didn't we? Okay, before we'll get the racist thing out of the way, Jason wants to know,
So I didn't. The car came like that.
yeah.
So those were the rims that it came with when I bought it. They're now my send it rims,
Yeah.
and the ones that are in this photo are my daily rims.
Everything that says black
Racist?
is racist.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know.
Didn't you know that these days?
No. Did you? I didn't know.
I guess that's the whole debacle with the smarter milk.
Yeah. The
Smarter
smarter
white
milk.
milk. They
Yeah.
want to drop the white out of the name because it's racist.
And yes, because, Rohan being
I know
our...
that they changed Chicos and Redskins this week.
Really?
Yeah, they've changed the names now.
What do they changed it to?
I can't remember.
Indian skins?
That's worse.
Was it?
I don't know. But yeah, Jason had to outflex Rohan.
I need to find out now.
That
Yeah, doesn't the bank own them though?
oh,
That's what Michelle told me.
most likely. Let's see what's
He's
next.
gonna punch me at the next rally day.
Do you still have these? I really like these rims.
So those are what's on under the,
The
moment.
stockos,
Those are
yeah.
my daily rims.
Oh, Red Ripper.
Red Ripper. Ah, that's not bad. Yeah.
And Chicos are now called Cheekies.
So what's wrong with Chico?
What's wrong with
I
Chico?
don't know.
Yeah.
I call him another name, which is probably racist.
Yeah.
But-
Don't say that one.
Yeah, you can see in this photo. Are they T3s?
T2s.
T2s.
I don't have that kind of money.
Jason does.
Okay, I'm back.
He can, like you said, he can sponsor me if he wants to.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'll take the charity. I need it.
Put that up.
Wait, what?
Put that up.
Which one?
The last one. Yeah, that one.
So it turns out she owns the MCAs now.
That's good. That's good to hear.
The Motec should be interesting. Wait,
Yeah.
can banks afford Motecs?
Can anyone
Not
afford them?
anymore.
Motecs aren't cheap.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll ignore Jason's one because we kind of touched on all that already. But
That was funny, but
open front diff. So the car sometimes hesitates under excel when cornering.
Okay.
Oh, because it'd be yeah, I don't know.
I don't follow
Yeah,
that
got nothing.
because mine's open front diff as well, and I don't.
Yeah,
Like you gotta.
only the STIs had the LSD front, didn't they?
There's in
Yeah.
6 speeds. I don't think
Yeah.
they did them in the 5, did they?
The Type RA Limited. That was it, I think. Well, it'd be the same box as a 22B, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think, if I remember correctly.
Rick said his Outback's white.
Oh dear.
We're gonna have to paint it.
We're going to have riots out the front in a minute.
I want to say something, but I know I can't say it because it's something we say down here a lot, but I can't say it on stream.
That's
What?
fair enough.
About John.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
I'll mention that to you later, Carl.
Okay, no worries. So I got the T2s, and then I believe if you click in the next photo, if it's all in order, that was
Ooh.
what happened to them immediately. That was literally.
Did the backing plate rub, or
Yep, the backing plate rubbed. I drove it around the block going, what the hell is making that noise? Because I didn't spin them before I put the car down. I was livid. So, I learned something that day.
Yeah.
But,
Well, the thing is, you should have been able to get away with it. Like, how
Yeah.
deep was it?
you could feel it.
Did you just machine it out, or you just
I ended up getting
yeeted
the
it?
machine because the first rally day I took it to a rock, got stuck in there, and it did it to the front. So, yeah, it ended up getting sorted. So it's been machined now.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, recently rebuilt the brakes, and that's what I found when I pulled them apart. Because I thought the brakes were jamming on. But, nah. It wasn't actually, but it was still pitted and pretty bad. So we cleaned those up, put a kit through them. So now I've got 2 sets of 4 pots, a spare set, and the one.
Well, that's good because one of the things people always used to come down to ask for was parts off 4 pots.
Yeah,
They
right.
never wanted whole. Well, some people wanted the whole 4 pots, but you had people losing the like the retainer springs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's like, hey, do you just have just a retainer spring I can have? It's like, no. Like we
Well,
got
like the spring that goes through the 2
in
pins.
between, yeah.
Yeah, the second set that I got didn't have those as well.
Then you also have people losing springs. We've had people breaking bolts, and it's just like
Yeah.
we have whole things. We're not going to separate them unless
I mean,
something's broken.
you're better off buying the whole thing with stuff like
Yeah.
that anyway. Like, as long as you keep it in good nick.
So we have again, dude. Comments are going off today.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how much easier it'd be if Rohan was actually here?
Rohan's half the comments.
Yeah. 2.25 quick steer from an STI RA, which has LSDs all round. I'd have to. Yeah, I've never run into that issue, but
I just can't understand it. Like, I can't wrap my head around the physics of how it would
affect it.
affect it. Because, like, if you, unless it's like,
Oh no, you know what it could be? The fact that you're swapping from side to side too quick, being open, so it wants to move one wheel quicker than the other, and when you quickly snap it back the other way, it struggles to transfer the power to the other wheel.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I can really think of.
wouldn't that be more weight of the rims though? For the inertia? I don't know. That's beyond me, I think.
That's something that Jason and that'd have to answer because headache.
Yep.
Okay, as long as it's not just me who's having a headache thinking of that. Jason's comment, I'll let you just read it. I'm not going to turn it up.
Yeah, I saw that.
But you agree?
Yep.
Yep. James calling you out, rookie error.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I should have. As soon as I did it and discovered, I was just like, well, that was dumb. Why didn't I do that? That's what you do. You change things, you spin, make sure everything clears. No, didn't. Oh, well. Too
And-
excited. I had new brakes, so I was excited to see how they worked.
Yeah. And then James says pitted piston, yummy.
Yep.
Were you able to clean it or no? Because it's actually pitted, so...
Yeah, so that's now... That was what was on the car. That's now in the spares bin.
Yeah.
So that's the one I'll go back to. I'm probably going to end up... Because I haven't rebuilt those, I'll rebuild them, get new pistons and everything, do it properly. Because the caliper itself is fine. It's just the pistons and the seals that have issues.
Okay, because I'm in my current state, can you two read Rohan's latest comment and just tell me if there's anything bad that could be said from that?
I just put it up anyway.
Oh.
Replace the S with the C, and I don't even know what comment he's talking about.
Oh. Can anyone make sense of that?
Trying
I don't know, if we go to this one, if we replace the S with the C, clotted discs, which makes no sense. If we go to this one, quick Kia rack from the CTIRA, which has LCDC all round. No, that doesn't make sense
LCDC
either. I don't know.
Like an AC/DC cover band name.
Yes. I don't know. Rohan, what are you talking about?
Jason's above comment about disc. So it is clotted disc sapping material.
I'm still confused.
Yeah, I don't get it. But it turns out the plated front diff fixes the rack issue.
Yeah,
and I'm assuming that's Rick's commenting about that.
Need to own the bank, yeah. About
Yeah.
the help. I'll take Motec. Yeah.
Oh. I'm not putting it up.
Yeah, I see that. I wouldn't put that up either.
So we have
Ah.
Reese Kyle saying, I know it's a long shot, but I have a 2004 WRX rough idling. Could you guys point me towards a direction to look at it? Rick said vacuum leak.
Hey, wait, I read out that comment that Rohan's referring to, and I forgot to swap in that word. The S's with the C's.
Could you imagine if I was the one doing it? I would have done it, and
Yeah,
I
you
would have
would
looked like a fool.
Yeah, you would have.
Vacuum leak. The other option with the 04s, were they still renowned for the MAF sensor?
It could still be the MAF sensor. Even if it's not renowned for it, it could still happen.
Yeah. Well, the quickest way to see if it's a MAF sensor is literally disconnect it whilst it's idling.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't change the idle, you know your MAF's dead. It's a very quick, just unplug it. If nothing changes, it's most likely your problem.
If the MAF sensor's good, the engine will die.
Yeah, it'll get even worse and it'll die out. It's same with like when you check coil packs and spark plugs. So if you pull one out and it's actually good, it's going to make the idle worse.
Yeah, true.
So that's where I'd start. I'd literally pull the MAF sensor plug off and just see if it makes it worse. If not, like Rick said, look for some vacuum leaks. If not that, then you start looking at spark plugs and coil packs and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the order I normally go into it. Is that how you two would do it? Yeah.
I haven't had to do it yet. When mine was doing it when I first got it, and I just straight up replaced the MAF sensor and fixed it.
Reset, thank you. And it turns out you can get the plated front diff for $500 plus postage. Again,
Really?
I think it's the installation process because you'd have to split box.
Yeah, that'd be the worst part.
the idle air control valves can also be an issue
That
with
can
the
also be an issue.
GDs.
You can try and clean the throttle body too.
Yeah.
That can
But
cause it.
even with that, with the idle control valve, you can do the exact same thing as a MAF.
Oh, okay.
Like you can just unplug it, and if it gets worse, it gets worse. That's the awesome thing about cars.
If it stops hunting.
Yeah. Like if you unplug it,
Yeah.
it should help the idle
Yeah.
because it's going to stop it hunting.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's causing it to hunt, isn't it? It's that adjusting.
Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, so Justin said, mine did that once, IACV plug was broken and fell off. That is something I know is very common. Those GDs were terrible for the IACV plugs.
You're right.
Like mine was held together with the zip tie. Was yours held together with the zip tie? No? Are you one of those lucky guys? I know Eamon's was.
I know that happens on the coil packs too.
Yeah. So, yeah, just the top plug, just because it's where all the heat gets transferred.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Yeah, and Rick just said the plugs on coil packs are common too. Yeah, so like we're all fairly helpful.
Trying our best.
Yeah, like I'm not very smart, but I do my best.
Did you see Jason's comment? Oh, he was a knee slapper, but
I don't understand how he can be so calm and good when he's here with me, but as soon as he's behind the keyboard, it's like it's on. Where are we at? I'm just gonna skip Jason Rohan's in because he was pretty much having a conversation with Jason. Spray it and let it soak for a minute and clean it off with a rag. What are we cleaning off with a rag?
the
IACV.
yeah.
Yeah. And then Justin's was held in with a zip tie, but now destroyed. Got a new one from Iowa. There you go. I didn't know you could still get new plugs for them, but that helps. Okay.
Surprising what plugs for Subarus you can get from Bursons too. Because I got a pack of 4 of the coil pack plugs from there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I did a coil pack conversion as well.
Did you go GD style?
The
Or-
grey ones.
Yeah, but like the new style ones or the old style GC ones?
No, the new style ones. Yeah.
That's sick.
So it's the full grey F1 and 4 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
That was my wheel bearing. I did that very recently. I've been driving in that for about 20,000 kilometers.
she seemed a little worn.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, it was like you could pull the hub. Like the hub had about 5 mil slot in and out.
You know when it's bad when you like go to. Okay, it turns out we got an echo again somehow.
I'm very echo today.
Oh,
I don't have RTX voice on.
Oh, yep.
I don't even have RTX voice on this thing.
Is it on this one?
No.
Okay.
Oh, that's the last photo in the mist.
That will be. But yeah, I kept wondering why my axle nuts were coming on. My axle nut kept coming loose, and then I really started thinking about it when I would put my foot on the brake and it'd go halfway to the floor before it'd start stopping. Then I'd pump up again and it'd be fine. And I said it to my mate, and he's just like, wheel bearing, and I was like, of course. Like, that's the only thing it can be.
Yeah, it's one of the quickest ways to tell the wheel bearings out is the fact your pedal starts. You have that initial pump to get it to work properly.
And it's so much better now. The car stops nice. It's wonderful.
Are we still echoing, guys? Like, I've tried to angle my mic a bit. I'm unsure.
But people can probably see that.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not sure if we're still echoing. Now let's go pick another. So that's all those ones.
Yep.
Let's go. Which one was that? Let's jump into mist because I like miscellaneous things. Is GD? What's GD?
That's my recent acquisition.
Okay, I'll leave that till last then.
Okay.
So I believe this is your current car still.
Yep.
Okay, it turns out we're still echoing.
Still echoing.
I don't know why we're echoing, guys. Unless it's picking up them from outside and it's trying to amplify our mics to compensate.
Could be.
Maybe. I'll go lay down the law.
Lay down
See,
the
see who's gonna go get mad.
Yeah.
How do
So
I take my...
I can do that. I have the powers. Okay, we're trying to see if we can get people to be a little bit quieter.
yep.
But yeah, so
Can you see what's wrong with this picture?
can I see what's wrong with it?
Yeah. There was something wrong with this picture. I didn't know, so I posted because it didn't make sense to me in a forum and was told very quickly what's wrong with it.
Now you got me thinking. How am I meant to know what's wrong with it?
Well, I'm holding the problem, so
The air filter,
Nah.
like the math box.
nah. So those two hoses are reversed. So the breather from the radiator is hooked up to like where it's supposed to go on the. I'm pointing at the screen. Where it's supposed to go on the header tank is connected to the overflow, and then
Oh, right.
the overflow is connected into the breather on the...
Okay, it turns out you're the issue.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, just take me out. It's fine.
whoops.
Oh wait, where's your mic
Not
so close
like-
to me? That's probably why.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's alright.
Plugged in.
Oh, which mic are you using? Oh, he's using a different mic.
I've been using that for the past, 4 weeks.
I don't know. Okay.
Sorry, take me out.
Bye, guys.
Yep. So,
So yeah, I'll zoom in on it.
Got other stuff to do anyway.
So the issue we're talking about is here.
so it's reversed down the bottom. Yeah, so the it's backwards there. And I found
Yeah.
out why. I'm pretty sure it was done like that on purpose, because the overflow bottle was leaking. I don't know. Could have been incompetence, could have been
Yeah.
on purpose. I don't know. I've got no idea.
You,
But
you run into some special people when you work on Subarus, man.
that's everything. I change batteries for a living. I've seen some stuff. Um,
Yeah,
but
I think Rick's having a bit of a laugh.
yeah. So that was backwards. I didn't know. It's not really that big a deal. But yeah, it had the pod filter on it when I got it.
Yeah,
Which-
potties aren't bad. I don't mind pods.
It sounded really good, but then I looked up what those pods were like when I was trying to get a filter for it, and apparently they're really well known for not filtering that well.
Which one was it? What brand?
Good question. I don't remember the brand.
Oh, dude, you're getting called out hard, eh?
Well, my car doesn't overheat, so it doesn't need an alloy radiator.
But where's the brake stopper?
Brake stopper. Yep. That'll come when I upgrade the brakes, probably.
Do you have much flex issues?
Not that I've noticed, but I don't know. I've never been in something that's got a stiffer brake pedal, so I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm feeling it or not.
Oh no, it turns out Rick was laughing at you, Cito. Just because we kicked you off, I think.
I told you to kick me off. Why is that funny?
Oh.
Why not?
Please explain.
Just sent it a little bit too hard. Sent it harder than the bumper clips could handle.
So you actually oh yeah, you can see the damage here.
No, I didn't hit anything. Yes and
That
no.
looks bent though.
Yeah, so this car's been in a front end rear end accident before I got it.
Ew.
So that's probably why that's bent. But yeah, it could also have been bent because it held on one side and got dragged.
I'm not in. Oh.
That probably would bend it.
Yeah. Thinking back on it, I didn't straighten it out. Oh no, I did. I did straighten it out. This was an interesting day.
Let's go back. Yeah.
So the bumper came off, I think because I went over some tires that marked the edge of the track because I lost it a bit.
Oh, and it clipped
I
it.
think that's what loosened it, yeah. And then also later that day, the exhaust started to fall off, which was fixed on the day with just some fencing wire that I found, and is still held up by the fencing wire because it's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
so.
that's what you need. And
Weight reduction, yeah,
yeah, that's
it-
how he's planning on beating the Civic.
yeah. Well, it was full of mud. Yeah, yeah. I'll just take all the panels off. If they've fallen off pre-race, it'll be good.
Yeah.
There's less area for the mud to catch, and it's all good.
That I saw what the next photo was, and
Yep.
so yeah,
Yep. Came with that.
that was on it.
That was on it. Yep. It wasn't like that when I first got it. I think I'm just a little bit heavy-handed, but I was trying to figure out what the drip was, and then when I changed the oil the next time, I was like, that's the drip.
I was like, oh, I may have went a little bit too tight.
So the only reason it didn't actually just leak, because the holes in it were very large, is because I hit it with some thread tape.
Yeah.
Because of when it initially started leaking. So,
Cam Freeman's loving your fix on the exhaust.
yeah, farm fix.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a bloke in a AU Falcon that he'd done up as a drift car. He was like, I got some pliers, I'll just do it up, and he just took over and just did it, reefed it up, and it's just staying there.
I've done that before. I can't judge. I currently have a bolt in one of my exhaust rubbers because you know how I said I had the issue with the tail shaft hitting.
Yep.
I just jammed a bolt in there just to make it move down just a little bit more.
Oh, that works.
Like another thing I've done before is cut exhaust rubbers in half and again pull down and just slide the half into it
Oh, okay.
because then it holds it down further. Mate, I'm pretty good at doing dodgy stuff. Rick's asking, WTF is that? That is a sun plug bolt.
Well, that's a
Alloy.
That's a fully sick JDM alloy
Yeah.
sun plug bolt that you'd get from Wish.
And Jason's saying that's a lot of tape that would need to fill the crevice.
Yeah, I put a fair bit on it.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to leak, and it still leaked. So,
Yeah,
But now it's got a proper.
A standard steel one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the prop. Oh no, yeah, I think it's got the proper crush washer on it again too.
Yeah,
It's either got
because
that or a
they
copper
help.
on it.
That probably wouldn't help much.
What that?
Yeah, that's a terrible plug. I hate those kind of plugs.
Yeah, I like the magnet on it. That was about it.
And James just, oh god.
Oh, God.
It's kind of like it's something I probably should have talked about the other day when I was talking about my car. I thought I had a bent hub stud, like wheel stud,
Yeah.
on my Liberty from when I got it. No, someone had put alloy wheel nuts on it and over tightened it, and it actually like warped. So
Oh.
like, say that was the base and the nut, it was like
Yeah.
that kind of angle.
Right.
Yeah.
That's concerning.
And yeah, Jason, that I agree.
That's what not. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to avoid alloy stuff.
So I thought that leak was caused from because the rally day before that started happening, we went through a hole and heard the underside of the car hit. So I
Oh,
thought the sump was bent.
yeah, you thought you cracked it or
I
something.
thought it was completely stuffed, and then come across that, and I was just like, oh, thank Christ.
He's not dead.
Yeah, I don't have to pull the engine out and change the sump.
I probably should have screened some of these photos. There's nothing inappropriate in here.
No,
Okay, good.
no, I'm not.
Because it's the kind of things I would do.
Yeah.
I feel like this comment from Jason still works.
Yeah.
So I think I'll leave it up there for a second.
100% does. So that was. So if you go to the next photo, it'll make sense. That's a
DCCD?
no
No.
Liberty 6-speed.
Oh, Speedo Drive.
Oh wait, yeah. So basically, that is me custom building a converter for the ABS tone wheel to standard.
Yeah. Wait, you know how to do that?
Yeah, I'm studying electrical engineering at uni, so I got a fair idea of that sort of stuff.
So that means you could possibly help me with the crazy conversion I want to do.
Possibly, yeah.
Because you realise, you know how like everyone's been picking on me to get my old Forester back?
Yeah.
It's just the wiring I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty big job, taking a Gen 4 H6 that has canvas and everything, and dropping it into an SF5,
Yeah. That is a big job.
but how sick would it be?
It would be.
It would be very sick. I'm assuming the Fumoto is what the wiring was?
Fumoto. No.
No? I don't know what
I
Fumoto
don't know
is.
what that's referring to be honest.
Oh, Fumoto is the drain valve.
Oh,
Is that what brand that is?
yeah, you seen those before? Not the alloy one. It's one where you literally, it's a tap.
Oh, it's a tap.
It's a
Yeah,
tap.
I kind of want to get one of them, but I feel
No,
like
no,
no.
no.
All right, that was my concerns.
Oh,
Confirmed then.
Rick, yes. If I found someone who could help me with the wiring of a Liberty into a Forester, I would. Because I just reckon it'd be dope.
Yeah.
Like, you've seen them put into GC8s, but they're all running aftermarket ECUs and that.
Well, I mean, that'd probably
But-
make it easier.
No,
Then you wouldn't have to deal with the CAN bus.
but that's money.
Yeah, it's more expensive, but
Have you met me?
I have not.
I don't like spending money. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no, I agree.
Rick said it's the drain plug.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're the tap ones, man. No, don't do it.
No.
No,
Maybe a bash plate. That should be right.
just no.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a bash plate, probably not so bad.
Well, yeah. But anyway, so that is.
So that's to make it so you
Yeah.
don't need.
That was 4 pages of ridiculous maths to figure out that I needed to divide by 9.
So
Like-
what, you got everything and then just out of nowhere it's like, I need to divide by 9.
It was more me just making sure that was correct because I was like, that seems too simple. What
Yeah.
have I done wrong? So.
So that would pretty much any
So
GC
it's-
or anything, you can just use that.
It's dependent on the amount of teeth on the
Oh,
ABS tone wheel.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
It's a 44 tooth on mine, and it's
Because yours is a 99 2000?
99. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 44 teeth on the ABS wheel, and then it's like, it's really dumb. It's 5.5 or 4.5 4.5, 5.5. It's some weird decimal of pulses from the speedo per wheel rotation.
Yeah.
So it's just like it.
Because you'd have to factor everything in, wouldn't you? Like wheel diameter and like
so
rolling diameter and all that kind
I'm
of stuff.
working with the stock diameters, so it's just because that's what I'm running, and that's probably what I'm going to continue running.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be that hard to change it, because it's literally just one number in the code.
Yeah, you change a number into the thing and it's set.
Which this circuit has gotten simpler, because this is me trying to do it with discrete logic, which was just a bad idea from the start, and then I just went Arduino, 3 lines of code, done.
But no, that's actually dope.
So yeah.
So when are we expecting this put in?
When I work out what I'm doing engine-wise, because I'll do it all at once.
You need a different shifter.
Yes.
I'll tell you that now.
Was actually going to try and... I think you can cut and weld those ones.
You can. If you want to talk to one of our friends, I might message him for you.
Yep.
Because he took mine and was figuring out how to modify it to make it fit into a GC8.
Yeah, right.
So I'll have a chat to him, see if he figured it out or not.
Yeah, cool.
The other option is we have a dude called Jason.
Oh, yeah.
Who, as far as I know, has a few laying around.
Oh, yep.
So
that's fair.
And Rohan's telling me Toyota V8.
Why not go Chevy V8 though?
Well, if I were to drop it into I did the maths and legalities.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to turbocharge a V8 in the Forester, the max motor capacity I could go is 4 litres.
Okay, but if you've got a 4-litre V8, you usually don't need to turbocharge it to get a decent amount of power and torque.
But I do. Like, I can put on like an LS and all that, so I think it was like up to 6 litres naturally aspirated.
Yep.
But if I wanted to turbocharge it, it's 4-litre turbocharged.
So what's the limitation there?
It's just the legality wise, it's like the capacity to the weight of the car or something.
How the weight goes.
Yeah. No, it's more the capacity.
It's just capacity to weight.
Yes.
Right.
So the reason why you can go 4-litre turbo is because, like, I think they classify a turbo as like a 1.5 litre or 2 litre kind of thing. So I could pretty much dump a turbo 1UZ. And could you imagine that in a Forester? It'd be a little ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous can be good.
But yeah, okay. Back to this. So that is all in that folder. I see. I believe.
Yeah, and then you got the GD folder.
I won't, like I said, I won't chuck the GD up yet.
Yep.
Okay, so I feel like these other ones, timing belt feels like an issue. The timing belt folder.
That's only 3 photos.
Yeah, let's pump that out.
Yeah, this is how I got the car, and the previous owner said, "Don't need to do the timing belt."
Oh, I probably would do the timing belt.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
And if you click on the next photo, you'll see why.
Yeah.
Because it was nice and cracked. Cracked. One of the bearings on one of the idlers was noisy as hell, and one of them was pitted, like that little one at the top. Was pitted as hell too. So it's just like not worth it, and that's
a new one.
Yeah, which people are probably gonna vomit when I say it's a Daco aftermarket one that I got from Burson's.
I thought Daco isn't that
Gates.
Oh, Gates is Subaru.
But that's what I could get, and
dude, you get what you get.
Yeah, and it's like, as far as I'm concerned, if something goes wrong with it because it's not up to spec, like the only part that was Chinesium, which is albeit important, is the
tensioner.
Tensioner, yeah. All the bearings are NTN bearings, so realistically.
Where was the Office Works box?
Oh, that was in the gearbox one. So that's all the all the little stuff that they pulled off at the wreckers.
Oh, okay. So they just
like
gave you everything.
Bolts and things, yeah. They gave me 2 engine mounts too, because they thought the 6-speed engine mount was different to the 5-speed, which I talked to Nathan about, and he said they're the same.
Okay, hang on.
They look the same.
What's the issue with the engine currently? Which engine?
That one.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this engine.
I think that's because he said, you asked me when the 6-speed's going in, and I said when I get a new engine.
Oh.
I'll work out what I'm doing with it.
Yeah.
Because, so, it is currently dropping microscopic little metal flakes into the oil.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been doing that for a while.
Oh.
Yeah. Keep sending it, but
Yeah, so Rohan said he got a Daco. Robin didn't have an issue with it.
Yeah, I don't.
Robin's pretty smart if he hasn't got an issue.
Well, that was the thing. It's like, I talked to my boss, and he's like, I know the CEO or whoever, someone at Daco, so if you have an issue, I'll just contact them. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that fills me with confidence. So.
Yeah.
But then it's like, my old car, I had a Daco kit in it. I can't imagine they'd be selling stuff that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know, so. But yeah.
No.
What do you do?
Nothing. Just.
Doesn't sound like it.
It's alright, I can fix this. No, I closed the photo and then just... I may or may not have closed the folder that I had
Close the
open.
folder too? Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't you love that?
Where are we at?
But
So, this one.
Chinesium for the win, kaboom. Yeah, well, if it does do
Same
that,
here.
that was Jason. You should probably wait until you click on things and put them up.
Huh? It's not up.
Yeah, I know, but I just read it out.
Read what out?
Jason's comment.
Holy dooly, where are we at? So we got the
There's a few.
Daco, that one. Sheesh, no good.
Yeah, I'd say that's referring
Yeah.
to the engine dropping metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm prepared for that eventuality. But
Yeah, and yeah.
But that's the good thing. It's on the engine that's dropping metal in the oil.
Yeah. So if it does go kaboom, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm expecting...
It's like, which is worse?
Yeah.
Blowing timing belt or blowing bearing?
Yeah, well, maybe... I hope bearing, honestly, because then I could put my heads on the GD. But
Yeah.
anyway.
But shh, there's no GD yet.
Okay, there's no GD.
Man,
yet,
what
yeah,
are you
so-
on about, man?
What are we talking about? GC.
GC,
dyslexia.
but... Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so that's how it came.
That seems super efficient.
That's me. I've straightened up to the, like, you can see where I've straightened the fins. Or attempted to straighten the fins.
Wait, are you saying the whole thing was like that?
Yeah, the whole thing was like that. Like, I'm sure it did absolutely zero. Like, it was just there as an air tank.
I don't know, man. Isn't, like, black meant to be, like, help escape heat? I forget the word.
It keeps it.
Oh, well, that's probably not good then.
No. So, yeah, it was like that the entire way through.
Rick, could be a ringland. That's probably...
Oh, Lord, please help me, no.
Yeah. Bearings, a fixable ringland. Oh,
Ringland
well, if you
is-
just want the head, it's still alright.
If the ringland doesn't gouge the bore, it's okay. But
Wait, are you reusing the ball?
well, I don't know what I'm doing.
It'd
yet.
be... Actually, no, yeah. You don't want a ringland because if ringland goes, it may throw things into head.
See, I'm weighing up whether I get a second-hand JDM STI motor, like an EDA 207, with the VF34 and the 34, the twin scroll and all that, or if I go STI short block and then throw my heads on it and build it from there.
Man, why do people always have to one-up everyone?
What do you mean?
Just give me a second. Someone's... That Rohan dude? Just throwing me under the bus.
Oh, yep.
But it is, not gonna lie, it's pretty funny. Okay, is my computer like...
Just
What are you doing? Why are you doing this to me? That one. Why is it doing this? Stop doing... Yeah, okay, cool.
you need assistance.
No, I got it eventually. It just Facebook Messenger wasn't going to the next photo that I wanted it to.
Gotta love it.
Rohan, told me to check
Oh.
things. My
Oh,
timing
boy.
belt. 2 or 3 weeks after buying my previous GC8, he said all the belts had been changed.
Yeah, they changed it. They replaced it with another second-hand one.
Yeah, that. Well, the thing I was thinking is normally when people say that, they normally just mean the
Fan belts?
accessory belts.
Yeah. They hadn't been done either, and when I pulled them off, they retained their shape from where they were tensioned to. They were that hard.
Wow.
So I did it all at the same time.
Yeah, so that's pretty bad.
That is, yeah.
Thank you for making me go to my messenger for that.
I thought my last car was bad because we didn't change it. It had 190,000 Ks on it when we changed the timing belt on it, and the belt was so thin you could see the teeth through the back of it.
Hang on, so lol, what the... Oh my god, I just can't look. I don't know. Is that...
Yeah, That's the intercooler. So Jason,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure when I first met you and I was driving that car, it was like that. So it's a good thing you didn't look at my car at that point. You would have vomited.
Wait, do you still have that? No, you have...
No.
Actually,
Yep.
you know what the answer would be? I have a feeling if I go through the intercooler
Yeah.
thing, I might find the answers I'm looking for.
That's what it's got now.
So, GD?
GR. Big boy. That Uncle Toby's box in the background is very relevant though, because if you look at the color scheme on it and then look at the blow-off valve.
You know I have a better one of those if you need.
Well, like an actual gasket.
No, like... Oh, you're using it as gasket?
I'm using the gasket.
No,
between
block
the-
it off, man. Dosey-dos.
That's what it came with, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer the... Like, I've done all the plumbing and everything for it, but...
Rick, again, quickly. So, Rick, I agree.
Yep. Again, money.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes, I figured it out, okay? I built a computer today. I smart. I think it's still working. It hasn't, like, burnt down out there, has it? Okay. That's alright, I might do what?
Why did it turn off? I didn't tell it to do that.
Ben really wants me to LS it,
Yeah, do it.
the Forester. Rick says it's not a belt, that's just a band now. Yes.
Yep.
And Rohan's right. It's a non-interference motor, so it doesn't matter if the belt snapped. On his car.
Yeah, not on
Not on yours.
WRX's
On
out.
his.
Yeah,
Um,
I know that.
yeah, no, GR.
GR intercooler did a very good job.
Very tight.
Managed to fit it under the
Strut brace.
strut brace, which everyone told me I wouldn't be able to.
How?
He welded it to the throttle body.
It touches.
Yeah, like...
It's got no joke. It's got 4 mil clearance between it when it's fitted, and it
Like-
doesn't like its life. Like it is putting a lot of pressure on that coupler, but it's staying there.
like I said, he welded it.
No, there's none in that photo. That's still when I was test fitting it because
Yeah.
I just
It's
took a
big.
photo of it specifically to send it to my mate who said it wouldn't.
Did you use a GD clutch master, obviously?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it poking its little head out to the side there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have to with the intercooler that size.
Yeah, and it
Dude,
wasn't,
how good are GRs?
surprisingly, I noticed the difference. That was the thing. I wasn't sure if I would, but I did. So it immediately made it worth it.
Well, you went from no intercooler to an intercooler,
I did straighten the fins out on that one.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't make much difference, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was the concerning part.
What?
So, that is my custom bracket that I built out of Bunnings Maker Bracket. If it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid, is all I'll say.
That is true. There you go. Jason asks a question.
Hit the firewall.
But with the engine torque, does it hit the firewall?
No, it does hit the strut brace, though.
Oh, okay.
On one corner. Because it sits kind of on a weird angle. So
Yeah.
it does hit on the driver's side a little bit, but I just put a rubber sticker there, and that sort of... no
Yeah.
worries.
It's like with most GC8s with front mounts. They have the issue where the passenger side pipe tends to hit the engine, the bonnet.
Yep.
See, English are good.
English.
The way you fix it is just get a bit of silicone pipe, cut it, and just fix.
Cover it on. Yep.
Yeah.
Then it can't rub a hole in it. Yeah. No, it doesn't hit the firewall, funnily enough.
Yeah, so the bigger cooler, dense air, 3 horsepower and torque. Yeah.
Yeah, no. It,
Dude, the GRs, I love them. People underestimate how big they are.
well, yeah, that was the thing. Is like I knew it'd fit because my mate had just done it, and
Mm.
he was like, he'd just done it. He tried to sell me his old GD one. Same guy I got the suspension off of.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's been really helpful. But yeah, so I've custom built brackets and everything for it.
You're saying goodbye. Goodbye, Jake.
He's gone.
It's okay. Jason said it does look neat, though. I agree. It looks amazing. Are there other photos at all?
No.
Okay.
That's me. Yeah. No. Yeah, there is one more. If you go one past the one you were just looking at, yeah.
Yeah, it is actually really neat.
So that's it, entirely fitted. So all done.
Mm.
So I did 3 things at once when I did this. I did the intercooler, I did the catch can, and I did the
You can see here where
Yeah.
the
conversion.
coil
which
pack's
is-
been taken out.
That's what the previous wiring is I custom built the loom for that.
Yeah. because Ben said quickly he's got a big Plasma Man front mount to go on his.
Yeah.
And Rohan said bye, Jake.
Thought about front mount, but I'm just like...
No, with rally cars, as far as I know, you just don't want them.
Well, it's also... I'm making stock power, so I didn't see the point. I've got a TD04. Like,
yeah.
It's not going to be able to...
Dude, even with a bigger turbo, like, that top mount is plenty big enough. Like, the only thing I probably would recommend is trying to get a squirter.
Yeah, I've been looking at doing that.
So,
I don't buy anything. I custom build anything that I can.
Yeah. Dude, the best way to do it, quickest way, get a GF8 stalk. So, wiper stalk.
Yep.
And get a GF. Duh.
Oh, because they've got the rear.
Yeah, and use the rear as your squirter.
That works. So I was gonna code up a whole thing that measures the pressure in and everything.
I feel like that'd probably... Oh, yeah. Doing it automatically would be good.
Yeah.
Because you could probably find a peanut, because peanuts do that. So the peanut STIs.
Yep.
The bug eyes had the intercooler sprayer, but they weren't automatic.
Yeah, right.
So the bug eyes, you used to have to press the button when you wanted to use it, whereas the GDs, the peanut STIs, as it came on boost, it would spray.
Yeah, which is what I want to set up. Because it's just like, the hardest thing is finding a pressure sensor that can actually deal with 14.5.
Okay, so actual rally GC8s, you can't use...
Yeah, fair.
They have to remain factory.
That makes sense.
Wait, the question I have for that, Jason, can you use bigger ones?
It's got to remain
factory. I don't know, man. I'm one of those guys who likes bending the rules.
Yeah.
So, like, my exhaust...
you go well at Ford.
Yeah. So, my exhaust tips aren't factory on my car. They're obviously the STI genomes being aftermarket, but if a cop pulled me up, it'd be like, man, it's stock. It's factory.
See, that was my thought with this, is it's built by Subaru, so it's factory.
Yeah. But no, so we got Jason saying use a Hobbs pressure switch for auto spray, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty... Because was that what Jimmy was using?
I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to write that down because I'll forget it by the end of the stream.
Yeah, Hobbs pressure switch is a great, man. It literally... I'm pretty sure you just set how much pressure you want for it to turn on, and then it turns on.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I could either set it up with code going through all of that.
No, dude, it's literally made.
Just a relay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what a Hobbs pressure switch is.
Beautiful. I'm going to write that down because that sounds like it's exactly what I'm looking for.
And Ben's right. So it gets away from the heat soak, big time, back to back on the dyno top mount versus front mount is 15 horsepower different with the patrol kits I do. Rally, I understand the need for top mount. Yeah. Because, when you're on the track, you kind of don't want rocks going into your intercooler. May be bad.
That gets filled up with mud every rally day anyway. Just from how close I followed.
See, I'd be in trouble. Actually, yeah, there's no real way getting around that, is there?
No, not really.
Well, surface area. No, because
year model,
I was going to say, can I go deeper?
You guys run what's the aftermarket one? I've forgotten the name of it. I'm having a
the
aftermarket. They make a heap of aftermarket intercoolers and stuff.
Like AVO and all that.
Yeah, it's not that brand that I'm thinking of.
Process West.
Process West. Do you guys run a Process West, Jason?
No, they most likely would run a version 6 STI. So it'd be the same size as your original one, but alloy.
Right.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So, Ben and Justin are both thinking the exact same way I am. So Justin's saying thicker and Ben's saying upgrade the core.
Well, that was my thought, because if it's the Process West are physically the same... Or was it surface area or...
Yeah, it's surface area.
Surface area. So
the Process West are bigger, man.
Are they physically bigger?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
Process West are huge, bro.
Yeah, right. Bigger than GR or?
I think they're slightly smaller. They're slightly smaller in length than the GR.
Yep.
But yeah. So Jason's running a factory version 6. Oh, dude, you went all out.
So this
Don't
is
you love
a template.
CAD?
This isn't on the car. This is my template.
Yeah, it's CAD.
Yeah.
Isn't it cardboard aided design?
Yeah, cardboard aided design. That's correct.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it stands for. Correct, we can go deeper.
Oh, so they can. So
Oh, so it's just surface actual surface
So
area.
it's literally, yeah.
not calculated surface area. That's wild.
That's actually pretty cool.
So you can change volume?
So we
I
can
guess.
cheat. I like this.
Was it cheating if it's...
If it's in
Within
the
the
rules,
rules.
it's not cheating, yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's
the
only
question
cheating
is,
if
can
you
you
go
like
over
go that deep that it like nearly sticks out the bonnet and the scoops?
You got to get the what was it, the GD STIs that came out with the real aggressive scoop?
Yeah.
Taller? Yeah,
Yeah.
to get that because the core comes up into it.
That's actually cool. So
Yeah.
people can make modified tanks.
Mm.
So kind of like what Ben said, can you upgrade like to a PWR core and weld the end tanks on? That's pretty cool.
I don't know.
Well,
How that'd go.
with modifying it, you probably could. And Rick says, oh, and then we got, so need to get a high efficiency core and custom end plates, but keep the surface area the same.
That's, theoretically.
Dude, what is this doing? Like, we get some dude studying, what was it, electrical engineering?
Yep.
And now we're getting all technical. Normally it's just like Jacob pick on kind of thing.
We can go back to that if you want.
But yeah, so this is
Yeah.
just the template.
That's the template, and the next photo is the actual, which
That's
is a
it.
really bad photo, but
That
yeah.
yeah, I can pick on you for that. That's a terrible photo. Dude.
Yep.
Cito would have near
That's the only
fired
one I've
me
got.
if I showed him a photo like that.
So,
Because Cito always wanted it horizontal.
well then rotate it.
But I'm more worried about the cleans around
Yeah, that as
Yeah.
well.
and not using.
I feel like it's upside down.
Have a good lighting.
Technically, nah, that'd be the way it was on the bench.
Yeah.
Because you can't really see it, but I don't have a press brake, so I folded that. There was on the edge of the bench at the place I was renting at the time was a piece of like solid angle with a good edge on it,
Yeah.
and then I got another piece of steel angle and some G clamps and G clamped it down and just mallet along it to bend all that up.
That's pretty sick.
So it's
You make it work. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, it works. I need to modify it a bit. Like I'm gonna add an extra splitter into the center and everything because it seems to not cover the entire core properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then
And like Ben said, thermodynamics. I'm liking this.
so yeah, it's a piece of like it's 1 mil thick
Ali.
aluminium, and then the sides, like the two side angles, because I couldn't figure out how to bend it and join it back together, are 2 mil thick aluminium angle, which gives it a bit of rigidity.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I've just gotten smaller pieces and put them around and riveted it all together. And
That's
it
actually
works.
sick.
And that's me coil packs that I put in.
That's the last photo. But what we'll do, we'll pump back to here.
Yeah.
So this was you wiring it up.
Yep. So I custom made the loom for that. So it's a little bit dodgy, but what I had to work with. So
That's
it's 3 core and then a single extra wire on the outside to make up the 4 wires needed to do it.
yeah.
And yeah, it's just wasted spark with it's basically the same as the stock setup, but with 4 individual coil packs.
Yeah.
And what a difference it made. Like starting the car after I changed that, the idle was so much smoother, which I was not expecting. But yeah,
I'll just quickly drop that.
Yep.
I do. Jason, but nothing stops us from putting ice in a bag on top of the cooler.
yeah, true. That's an old school that's like a Salt Lake drags
What?
trick.
Yeah.
Dry ice intakes.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
well, that's like it's crazy the amount I've noticed in America they've been using water to air so much, like everything, like all the big V8 turbo V8s and that I see have the big like water to air intercooler underneath the manifold. It's just ridiculous.
Right.
But can you? What I was gonna ask Jason is, can you have NOS jets aimed at it?
Yeah, just hit it
So
with
instead of having a water spray NOS onto it.
you just go water meth injection. 'Cause that cools it down heaps too. I get the feeling that'd be. That's
Yeah.
what my boss keeps telling me to do that. He's like, no, put water meth injection. Do it. Just straight in. Just look that up. It's just like
As far as I know, it's illegal, but on the
Yeah,
street.
but if no one sees it, it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't let Cito hear it.
I didn't hear nothing.
Hear nothing about what.
Rick said, I'm making a manual brake so he can make sealed airbox, which we will see next week because he kind of needs that kind of stuff.
Manual brake. Yeah. I want to make one, but just I don't have anywhere to put it at the moment.
That's so Ben used to put the ice on top of the cooler on his patrol when the EGTs went too high.
Oh, yep.
And again, Jason thinking extremely literal.
Justin. Yep.
You probably, you want to remove the bag. You don't want to leave the bag on there. I feel like that may hinder things.
Could do, yeah. Maybe.
Oh. So yeah, no, Ben, again, water method injection works mint. I agree. And then Jason ruins all our fun. Lol. No NOS or water injection.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Why? I don't see it as a dangerous thing. Just having NOS spraying onto the intercooler, just going everywhere.
Oh,
Whilst rallying, there's no heat. Nothing's going to spark it.
well, NOS is an oxidizer. It's not actually...
Yeah, it's not a
Flammable
fuel.
on its
Yeah,
own.
true.
The thing, I don't think you could inject NOS into the engine, but onto it.
Yeah, that's.
wonder if there
I'm
would
not
be
talking
a
about
really
into
bad-
it. I'm talking
Yeah.
about onto the intercooler, just to like freeze the intercooler.
Yeah, just... I get the feeling that'd be hindering it, though. Like,
Yeah, I'd
all
still
the
probably
regulations
say
are
that.
like-
Say no.
Yeah, they probably would. Like, you think about where also most rallies take place, in amongst trees and rocks and stuff and cliffs. You don't
Yeah.
want them to go too much faster.
No.
Do you remember Group B?
Yeah.
Chaos. Session bags as ice waves through the pool. Yeah, it works, yeah.
So wait, do you run with it on the car?
I don't see why you couldn't.
That's actually
That
cool.
makes sense, actually, because if you just did it beforehand, as soon as you left, it would
Start heating up again. Yeah.
Icebox around the cooler and packed with dry ice. Yeah, that's what they do in the salt flats. Salt
Yeah.
flat races.
See, the way you do that with, like, if you were to do it, instead of using having your scoop attached to the bonnet, the splitter attached to the bonnet,
Yeah.
attach it to the intercooler,
Yeah.
and just like feed it in through the scoop before the race.
Yep.
Wouldn't even have to pop the bonnet.
No.
And Justin said, just have a bunch of spare intercoolers in the freezer. Yeah.
It takes me, like, at the time it takes me to fit my intercooler, it'd thaw out, because it is just a nightmare to get into that spot because of how tight of a fit it is.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I hated fitting it in my GD because I had one in my GD and it was just ridiculous.
Well, I got to get it under the strut bar too.
Yeah.
Like I have to take the strut bar off. So if anyone's got a strut bar that's got like the pins through it, so that you can just quick remove that.
Like the white line ones.
White line ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Very much interested because my one is terrible and I have to undo the
Everything.
with the strut top bolts to
Yeah.
actually get it off.
Fuel chillers help with power.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
'Cause it
And
cool-
shade cloth is better. Because anything cooler, as long as the cooler you want it, is better.
It's also when if it's injecting into the... Would they be direct injection? They'd still be side feed, wouldn't they?
What, the GC?
Yeah, they are.
It's the exact same as yours, yeah, still side feed. Because
Yeah.
direct injections when it goes straight onto...
Yeah, straight into the pit
ball,
end cylinder. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no.
that'd be immediately cooling down your intake charge too.
Yeah.
If you're spraying cold fuel into hot air, it's going to cool it down.
I guess they're obviously allowed to do that as well.
Yeah.
So the way you'd probably be best doing is just getting a fuel cell in the boot,
and then just packing it. With
putting a thing around it with dry ice.
Just put your fuel cell in an angle.
Oh, Rick's just noticed the flaw in our stream.
Oh,
I have to ask because it's
I
bugging me.
understand.
Why do you both look right every time to talk to each other? Because for some reason we can't swap sides, and where I'm sitting, Karl is to my left.
If you rotated your setup 180 degrees, the problem would be solved.
No,
If I rotated my setup 180 degrees, the problem would also be solved.
no, it's fine.
Okay.
Everyone can just deal with
Yeah.
it.
Can you mirror the image from the
Uh,
webcam? Because if you could do that, that'd sort it. I've,
People's heads then because the text behind you.
No, I can't flip it.
yeah, true.
I don't think we have that option.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to deal with it, Rick. I'm sorry.
I've noticed it previously, and I was just like, eh.
There's been streams where I've attempted to make it like look this way when I talk to you, but wow, it's annoying.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it does your head in. We'll pop this up because this looks like a typical GC8 thing.
What folder you're in now? Oh, yeah. So, yep. Again, only 3 photos. I bought a set of when I got my control arms from the same guy. I got a set of crystal headlights because mine came with the not crystal headlights, and they were shocking, which you'll see in the next photo.
Yeah.
But yeah, the housings were cracked when I got them, so the guy refunded me for one of them. Yeah, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. And now Rick has caused something.
Yeah. Everyone wants
So
to
Rick wants us to mirror. We can't. Yeah,
Might be able to
Jason's
do
not
it.
happy. Yeah, if you come into the room, yeah,
Yeah.
Rick, you'll notice next week.
You might be able to do it in the Logitech software. I think that is something you can do it in, but
That,
because if you do anyway,
we'll worry about that after
Yeah,
the stream.
sort that out later.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
we'll
the
go
housing
ne-
was cracked, and I took the punt that the housings were exactly the same between the crystals and the non-crystals. So
Yes,
I pulled.
they are. Well, you know that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I just looked at them and went, they look the same. I'll give it a crack. And yeah, they've got all the same mounting posts and everything. So yeah, I pulled apart my old ones, which was just a heat gun on the glass to soften up the silicon. Pulled it apart. That was what the reflectors looked like in my old.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah, no wonder I couldn't see where I was going at night.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I glued the other ones on, glued the crystals on. So now I've got a nice set of crystal headlights, and I can see again.
That tends to help.
Yeah, which was wonderful. But yeah, so that was an evening that I wasn't expecting to spend doing that, but it was worth it.
You ended up doing it anyway.
Well, I wasn't going to stick with them headlights. They were shocking,
Yeah.
but they look better.
Oh,
Too.
this is something we touched on whilst we were streaming the other
Catch
night.
can?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was me basically testing it for seal.
Oh, yeah.
Because
It looks like it had a little bit of a leak.
Yeah, I hadn't put a seal in there yet. That's not what I was testing for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that is a junction box from J-Car. Because I was just like, what is an aluminium box that I can use to make this? I went through two because I messed one up.
Yeah.
I just stripped it. So it's just brass fittings from IFS, a tap that I also got from IFS. I built a dodgy drill press out of an old cordless drill, a 12-volt battery, and a monitor stand that had a very straight run to be able to drill those holes straight
Yeah.
so that I could tap them. And yeah, there I'm testing that they actually sealed around there. There you go. Rick has just told you how to flip the view.
So that means I'm going to have to go down the bottom, isn't it? Hang on, I'm going to remove this.
Yep.
Just so you don't see everything.
But yeah, so fair bit of days went into that.
Well, I'm definitely glad I didn't do it because everything's going everywhere. It's in settings. Where's cameras? Would that be in devices? I don't have just a camera option. Let's just find a setting and type camera.
I wonder if that's where it would be though.
Yeah, no, I'll probably have to use the Logitech one.
Anyway, these aren't my computers, so I'm not going to mess with them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway,
I'll deal with that later.
yeah.
Yeah, so next we have the fitment where you fitted it.
Yep. So two very large hoses. That was a whole debacle because I didn't realize how large the hoses were. So I've actually got the wrong size fittings going into the top of the catch can, but it works. So I'm not going to change it. Because that comes straight out of the block, and then it runs back down to the stock position, and it's got that little plastic T-piece.
Yeah.
So it still goes in front of the turbo and into the bottom of the manifold.
Yep.
So
So
it's
into the PCV and the crankcase breather.
and into in front of the turbo.
And into...
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So it comes from the crankcase to the catch can, then back from the catch can to in front of the turbo and into the PCV.
Yep.
So it's still technically stock, and I'm yet to do the...
I feel like Justin saying what is that for is for the catch can.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
And that's where it drains to. So that's the... don't think I ended up sending
Oh
you that
yes,
photo.
because you showed us where like something went down and we just
Yeah.
assumed you.
Drained it back in. Nah. So, and I'm glad I don't, because that's been full of water every time I've drained
Yeah.
it. And it gets about, like, that much in the bottom of a Coke bottle
Yeah.
every time I drain it out. So,
That's just a clearer photo with the old intercooler.
the old intercooler, yep. Because I was still working it all out as I was doing sort of 3 things at once.
And that's the inside.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, that was only, like, a couple weeks ago that I did that.
So it definitely works.
It works very well, yeah. The intake, the hose coming from the block is just full of crud.
Yeah.
But-
Justin remembers. Yeah, because it was Justin's stream. We spoke about it
Yeah,
when we were talking to Justin's car.
yep. And yeah, the output side, perfectly clean and dry, so
Yeah.
it's 100% working. I was worried because I got the sizes wrong that it wasn't going to pull through enough air, but it seems to be doing it.
It's
just
definitely
fine.
doing it right.
Yeah. And that was the steel wool and what was stuck in it. I
Yeah,
couldn't-
it's amazing how helpful steel wool is.
Yeah, did the job. I was confused as to why I wasn't getting any oil in my reservoir.
Yeah.
That's why, it's because it's all getting gunked up and stuck in there because of the thickness that it's coming out at.
Yeah.
Which surprised me. Like, that was going into my engine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my turbo and my intercooler and, you know...
That was going into your, like, engine to create bangs.
Yeah.
I just had mind blank. You know what I was saying, though.
Yep. Technically,
Yeah.
theoretically.
But
yeah.
no, so that's before you obviously used it.
That was when I first built it. And that is, again, the same... Oh, no, that's a different kind of... That's a checker plate or propeller plate aluminium that I used and stainless
in
steel
here.
mesh
Yeah.
in the bottom. So it's just like a sandwich plate on some... So it's actually stainless steel mesh in the bottom there as well. Because
Yeah.
I'm paranoid and was concerned that it'd suck pieces of the steel wool through or something if something stupid happened.
Yeah.
And that's why all the lock nuts are on the bottom and anything...
Just to make sure everything
Yeah.
stays in place.
If anything does come loose, the nuts can only fall into before a mesh piece, and bolts are never going to make it through that piece of angle. So
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to worry about it, and it's all still tight. So
Yeah. No, that's
when I
dope.
pulled it apart, and then I just sealed it with grey gasket sealer,
Yeah.
and it's just perfectly sealed. So I just hit it with compressed air up to 20 psi, and if it holds that, it should be fine under a vacuum. Was my
Oh, well
thought
and
process.
truly.
And it is.
What do we got next? Bash plate.
Yep. 2 photos. Very simple. That is a former keep left sign.
Yes, you can see.
Yeah, the little sticker down the bottom.
Well, it works. If it works, it works.
It works very well. So that's the recent photo of it.
What's with the hole?
That's where it bolted onto the post when it was a keep left sign.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah. But yeah, just bent it up. Works nice. It's theoretically, it's taken some hits, so either the things were lower than the sump and just hit the bash plate, or it saved the sump from
Yeah.
damage.
And you can see the alloy arms in this
Yep,
photo
there
too.
you go. There's the alloy arms.
Stock sway bars, yeah.
Yeah, 100% stock sway bars. I'm either going to go coilovers or thicker sway bars, because when I'm on tarmac and I drive very hard and turn corners sharp, it rolls and the wheels scrub on the mudguards.
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, Jason noticed the alloy arms as well.
yep. So it's,
But-
they were great. They were such a good improvement.
Yeah.
Because it came from... That's when I first put it on. You can see the front lips straight. I hadn't bent it up yet.
Mm.
But, yeah. When I first put the alloy arms on, it amazed me how much of a difference it made. Because it went from having to brake really hard to get it to rotate through a corner to lifting off the accelerator.
And it just wanted to go.
And it's wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. I love it.
I
Yeah.
feel like you may have to have a gander at that Cedo and possibly throw it in the thing. Justin said he sent some updated photos of his air oil separator.
Oh, yeah. I'd be interested to see what other people have done.
Unless you send it to 3P, possibly. If you scrub, then you need more camber. That,
Yeah, but I don't want to change my tires every 2,000 Ks.
yes.
Like,
Yeah.
What I actually need is more active cut, more caster, so that when I turn, I get more camber.
Yeah.
what I need. I've got 6 degrees, I think, at the moment of caster.
Where we
Decent,
at?
considering I
Close
think there's 0 to start.
that.
Look out.
I feel like
We're exposed.
miss. Oh, I knew that. I guess we'll pop this folder up then.
Oh, yep.
That's a very small photo, bro.
Why is that so small?
I don't know, but I can do that.
Yeah, it's good enough quality. Yeah, so that's my recent acquisition. Literally last Monday. It's not the Monday that just went, the one before that.
Could you imagine if you didn't spend the money on that, what you could have bought for your current car?
So,
Or was it cheap?
It was very cheap.
Okay.
Because the guy selling it thought he'd spun a bearing.
What was wrong?
Well, if you click through...
No, I don't want to.
Oh. Guess you didn't find out what was wrong.
Huh?
So,
Huh?
it's had a blow-off valve fitted, and that's how they blocked off the
Oh,
return pipe.
Really?
Yep.
It works.
We've done that before.
Yeah, I've done.
Cut the hole back off. But still.
You know another good thing that works?
What's that?
Ball joints.
Yeah, all of them are exactly
At
right.
least that's solid, though. Like,
Oh,
these
yeah.
just crushed. And the thing
Oh,
was...
yeah, that's why when we did it, we used them like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
The thing was with this is I saw the crease in the bottom of that plug and pushed on it very lightly, and it flung out of there. So it would have been leaking the entire time.
Yeah.
Could have been pulling plastic into it, like, yeah.
Rohan said he runs negative 2.2 and got 60,000 kilometers out of his current semi-slicks. That's still not enough camber though. If you want camber for racing, 2.2 is not enough.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even remember what mine's set at.
But yeah, no, yeah, I can't judge that, dude. I've done that.
Fair enough.
I've done that.
That-
I'm dodgy.
I wasn't gonna. I'm not. I can't. So yeah, that
Your
was.
doorstop.
That's what it.
See,
That is too.
that's exactly.
That's
Again,
like a,
dude.
That's
I'm
a
used
foot
to it.
off of a freaking table or something.
Yeah, yeah.
My God.
Mate,
But-
we worked in a wrecking yard.
The more I dig into this car, the more I realise it's been thrown together to sell.
Oh,
So that's how that was. And then if you look at the next one, that's where those ones were.
so wait, they were straight.
They were straight.
So that's like locked in place.
That's top dead center. That's where they were at top dead center.
Huh.
Yep.
Did you attempt to rotate a few more times
Oh,
just to double check?
we started it.
Oh,
You mean to check that it lined up?
yeah, to see because sometimes
Nah,
I can't remember.
don't need to though. Oh, it's the marks on the timing belt that move,
Yeah.
not the marks on the.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
I knew that. I knew-
But yeah, we when we got it, he's like, oh yeah, it's seized, and he'd hit the key, and the lights would turn off, and the starter motor would go. Grr. And
so
then
the battery was dead.
Hey.
So the battery was dead.
Yeah. I got it home and put a battery tester on it, and it was like 60 cca, so it was just dead. Jump started it, ran on 2 cylinders.
You know what would probably help though, if you knew a guy who worked at a battery shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
funny that. Eh?
Normally, if you need a battery, that normally helps.
Yeah, they tend to. But yeah, so we reset the timing on it, started it again, and it didn't help. It started running on 3 cylinders.
Well, I was gonna say, dude, it's probably kissed.
Yep.
Yeah.
It did.
It did. Do I have photos of a kid?
No, we haven't gotten that far yet. That's
Hey,
what.
Cito, does that look familiar? Maybe.
Maybe.
Because like you remember Cito's Outback,
Yep.
so he thought he did a big end.
Something.
And when I drove it, I drove it to the end destination where we were pulling the motor. I'm like, it doesn't feel like a big end.
Yeah.
I'm like, something doesn't feel right,
Yeah.
but it's not a big end. And yeah, he spat the exact same pulley.
There you go.
So
That's actually the one on when I did my timing belt that was crunchy too.
yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, when you spit that, it sounds like you've done a big end.
There you go.
It sounds nasty.
Yeah, so when we did, I didn't have a replacement pulley for that, or like even my old one to put on it. So when we
Yeah.
test ran it after I reset the timing, we just had that bolt a little bit undone and put some oil on it.
Yeah, so it'll
it could
move.
spin.
Yeah.
But damage done. We got the valve covers off, like the cam covers, and yeah, or when it was running, you could hear it rattling out the cams.
Mm.
And then when we took the cam covers off, you could cams nowhere near. You could push the things in. So all of the exhaust valves are bent. All the intake valves seem to be okay. So I don't know if
Or
Dad was continuing to pull it apart yesterday, but he never gave me an update, so I don't know if he got it apart or just got sick of it.
and you were talking about using the GC8 heads on because they got bigger ports.
Well, I got a second set.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that helps.
I bought a second set when I was sure I was going to be getting an STI short block, and now I'm not sure, so I've just got them.
You should. You definitely should.
Yep.
There's no question about it. You should.
Okay.
As long as it's version 7 and up,
Yeah,
not version 6.
That's all you can get, isn't it? The STI, like
Brand new, I believe so.
the forged ones, yeah, like that's what I was looking at. But the thought process was with a STI block is that it's
Amazing.
well, no, sorry. With a STI long motor is then I've got the twin scroll, I've got the better sum, I've got
Only
better
certain
turbo.
models came twin scroll.
So the ones I was looking at were twin
Oh,
scroll.
JDM ones?
Yeah,
Yeah, so it'd be Peanut or Hawk.
03, I think it
Yeah.
was. Yeah. I don't know. If
Hey, I
it's
did a
still
video
for
on
sale.
that the other day. It would have been the VF37 twin scroll.
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what the JDM ones come with. But
Right.
yeah, that'd be dope. My only issue with that is just the wiring. But the
Oh.
JDM, again, you'd be able to do it.
Yeah, as long as I could get an ECU, I could patch it in. But the other thought was then I could also get an aftermarket ECU for it. But again, that's money. So that's where this GD, it's either going to be fix it and just sell it to pay for an engine for my car, or fix it and make it my daily while I'm working on and saving up to do the GC up properly, and then sell it once I'm done. But the concern there is if I don't have any motivation or like I don't have pressure to get the GC going, I'll just never finish it.
Yeah.
So
Whereas when you have a time restraint of, hey, I need to drive this car to work on Monday.
well, it's gonna rain and I'm on the motorbike and I really don't feel like getting
Wet.
I don't feel like putting on my rain jacket.
Yeah.
Laziness.
Now,
Laziness beats laziness.
the thing I want to do, but I got to figure out how to do it. So, if I were to show videos, Cito, from the folder.
Oh, Rick says he's messaged you reporting info for Karl.
Rick's message. Okay.
Rick's messaged Jacob. He's reporting info for you.
Oh, yeah, no, that's cool. Do you want me to tell you what he said?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're
Is
fine.
it public?
Huh?
Alright.
Is it? Can we say it public?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What did Rick say?
I don't understand. So it turns out there's some community standards which is stopping him posting this.
What?
He said, can't reply on chats, silly community standards poop.
Yeah.
Does it have a website link in it?
No.
Does
I'm just trying to look for a word in here that could be causing issues.
Are we allowed to say it then?
Yeah, like I've read it and it seems fine.
Okay.
Tell him with his alloy arms,
Yeah.
he can increase his caster by adding falcon shims to the mounting of the radius bush
Yeah.
housing on the arms.
Yep.
Cool.
So
Yeah. I've been
you've been researching?
considering that. That's actually why I was originally looking at the arms, was because I was going to do that. But I'm actually fairly happy with how it responds at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm worried if I do too much more, it'll be too tail happy. If that's
Then no such thing.
depends what you're trying to do.
No such thing.
Trying to go fast. I'm aiming.
There you go. You know how he said the Outback's about the exact same one?
See, at least that can
Yeah.
still spin though.
Oh yeah, it did. It made a terrible noise.
Oh, I would have, but
Yeah.
See, the one
It spins because
We didn't test if we bent down.
you know, like, see here, you see what's there, yeah?
yeah. See, that's the thing. This one didn't do that. It just ground them into dust.
Dust.
Yeah, into metal
That's
shavings.
pretty bad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good.
So what valves bent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said that.
all the exhaust valves are bent. I don't know that the intake are bad, and I don't know if Dad's got the head off it yet to find out if pistons are damaged. But if the piston and bore's good, we're probably going to throw some rings in it and
Yeah.
new heads and send it. Yeah, it'd be a fairly cheap car.
Okay, now let's move this back over here and see if there's any more inappropriate stuff. Oh, it's his personal account. He replied with some naughty words on a for sales post and Facebook didn't like it.
It just doesn't let him comment on anything.
Ooh, okay.
I go,
So I feel like that's why Rick stopped replying. I guess that works having him in next week, so we won't have to comment on the video.
Yeah, that solves that problem.
But will Facebook allow us to have him on stream?
It just shuts it down.
Hang on. That's this one. Because, yeah, I feel like the next one, like, we'll pump these photos up. Because the issues I'm going to have in a minute is trying to work out how to play the videos. Is that three-wheeling? That's three-wheeling.
Yep.
Okay.
I was very surprised when I looked at that photo. And it took me
A while to realise.
I looked at it a couple times and I was just like, I didn't notice until like the third or fourth time looking at it. But that was the most recent rally day. A few of these are...
Is that when the pink Civic was there?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think Jason was at that one.
Huh.
Yep. That was accidental.
I thought you said going tail happy's not good. Tail happy is amazing.
Happy. You should zoom in on that photo because my sister's in the passenger seat throwing finger guns at the cameraman.
Sorry, I just got another reply from Rick saying, hey, that would work. So having him in next week.
Oh, yep.
Wait, you are still planning on coming in next week, aren't you, Rick?
I hope so.
I hope so. I'm actually really enjoying talking to people about their cars. So what am I zooming in?
Just zoom straight in on the passenger compartment.
Oh,
My sister just throwing finger guns while...
That's great.
Yeah.
So I take it you knew the cameraman was there?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
There's a few photos, there's like 5 or 6 of her doing it because she was just like, I'm just going to throw finger guns at the cameraman. So she just kept doing it and it just happened to get a gem.
That's sick. And
Yeah.
that's a new versus old. Okay, so they're the videos. I'm going to have to work out
One of
how to
those...
do.
Yeah, did I re-edit that?
I don't... because
Hold
I
on.
feel like you said there may have been dirty words.
There is one. Let me just double check it because I can play it over here without anyone. Where's it going to pop up?
Okay, so Rick is still hoping to be here next week.
See?
Okay, cool.
It's alright.
This is the wrong video.
Huh?
We won't censor him.
Much.
Well, we'll give him the instructions, so hopefully he censors himself for most of it. But we won't. Well, I'll send you a video.
I've already done it.
Oh,
That was your thing.
Oh. Did I forget to put it in?
But yeah, now is... I may have to get you in for the Echo Cedo.
I don't have an echo.
So you can show me how to do this video thing with the videos.
Okay.
Because I feel like... so we feel like the video should be safe?
It's not in there, so yeah.
Okay, well that helps.
Yep.
No, he's got videos, but I got to
That
work
was
out.
that was the one from... It was the one that I posted in the YouTube...
Yeah.
The YouTube link to last week.
So,
People will probably
that's
seen
not what
it.
I wanted to do.
I can chuck it in again if people want it.
I'm just trying to think.
Maybe.
How did we do the video? Cedo told me last week, but I forget.
You don't need sound for most of them because the
No?
audio is horrible anyway.
Okay, well in that case,
Like,
you guys can imagine the sounds, or we'll get Karl to make the sounds as we play it.
I'll just get in my car and rev it to $6,000.
Yeah.
And then that's what it sounds like.
Stop. Okay, so we won't do... Yeah, so there won't be audio, but
Yeah.
we'll run through some of the videos. So this is out at Lakeside? No,
Nah. Willowbank.
Willowbank.
Ipswich Westmorton Auto Club. Which is, the rally track out there.
How many cars? I feel like you went on the wrong side of the cone on
I
that.
did. Yep.
Okay.
I'm still not good on the mud. I can drive fairly... I'm fairly fast when the track's a bit drier, but when it's muddy, I'm still not confident.
Yeah.
So I go too hard on that first corner, and then I just slow right down for the rest of it, but a little bit. But yeah, there's a good one.
Okay, I have something to show you after the stream, just because it is something that Rick sent me for how to do the thingamajigs,
Okay.
the shimming. Like he has photos of how he's done it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Don't have to watch all of it. Later
Yeah,
on,
I just realised it is a
Yeah.
pretty long video.
later on there is a BMW getting pretty sideways in front of me. But
What on this video?
Yeah. It's about. Hold on.
How far do we think?
I'll just find it for you. You go about halfway.
Like, do you get close enough to... Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I'm following him pretty close.
I feel like it's around this time.
Yep. It's pretty much smack dab halfway in the middle.
Yeah. So that would probably be me and my Liberty
Yeah.
if I went out.
Yeah, just do it. You have a great time. It's fun as.
I just love how you're just like, hey, dude, I can do it better in my WRX.
Yeah. I just, every time I get stuck behind a car, I just try and throw it as sideways into the corner as I can.
Well, you decided to throw the cone at you.
Yeah.
See, I'm going to admit, because I'm going camping over the next few days, this is one reason why I kind of want to take my Liberty.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the campground, so I probably shouldn't.
Bash plate, speed equals clearance. You'll be right.
I've got a stone plate, one of the factory
Oh, the plastic ones?
Yeah, dude, it should stop it.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Stop nothing.
I don't see any issues. Which video do you want next?
Whichever. Skirt and whoops are short, so. This was my third rally day.
So you get confident pretty quick.
When it's dry, I'm fine.
Yeah.
When it's like, I think my best time is a 48 on the long track.
Oh yeah.
48 seconds on the long track is my best. I'm trying to get consistent with
So
it.
whilst we say that, if Jason's still here, what's the best time you've done, Jason?
Yeah, I would be curious to know, actually.
Obviously not in George, because that's cheating.
I mean, even if it isn't that.
That would be pretty cool to know the time.
Yeah.
So this is whoops.
Yeah, this was...
Is this when the rear bar came off?
Nah, this is the same one, but this is me target fixating on the wall after I spun and nearly hitting it.
Well, you did well, eh?
Scared me.
I can see why.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, the video from that I shared last week, the YouTube clip, that's all of it, but yeah, I got way more sideways on that corner, but it was back and then 1S and I had it under control again.
Whereas that time you just...
Yeah, because the thing was, I still hadn't worked out, like, when it's sideways, the steering goes really light.
Yes.
And I couldn't figure out which way the wheel was pointing, so I'd constantly overcorrect it and not get it straight. But at the last one, I was pretty much on it, just had it lined up back straight and was getting it much more under control through it all.
I feel like the last one's a skid control rally 9820.
Yeah, that is. That's got a good spot in it.
You may need to find the good spot because that is a very long video.
Yeah. So there is... Hold on. Go to... Why is that saying 1 second? That is not 1 second in. 1 minute 39. I was following a BMW for a while and he caught up. He lets me overtake him.
Oh, yeah. So
And it's just really good view because I got that little camera on the side of the mudguard.
Oh, so you could see...
I could see what he was doing.
Yeah.
And I didn't know until I looked back at the footage, but it was a good watch.
It's nice that he lets you go past. Because how...
Yeah.
Like, are you on track for a set amount of time?
We just get 4 or 5 laps.
Oh, okay,
Pretty
yeah.
much. So you just go out and do 4 or 5 laps and that's it.
So if you catch up to someone within the 4 laps, you either have to go slow or...
Yeah, you're
Overtake
supposed
them.
to let them over. Like, you're not
Oh.
to be... Yeah, you're not to be holding people up.
Yeah.
Like, just look at this guy. Like,
He was there to have a good time.
yeah. And it's like I was keeping up with him and then he was keeping up with me.
So they don't get angry at you for doing that?
What, overtaking?
No, slideys.
Nah.
Huh.
Not at all. It's encouraged.
Huh.
Like, when, like, the Dylan who runs it, he'll get in the car, well, he used to before COVID, he's not at the moment. He'll get in the car with you and actually give you pointers and everything. And, like, the 3rd or 4th time he got in the car with me, he was like, just try and slide, just throw it around a bit more, have some fun.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, alright.
Like it looks like you're doing.
Yep. But yeah, he drifted every single corner and he kept catching up to me.
That's
Every
sick.
corner. It was wild. And that's when I knew I had to go faster because I was getting caught up with by a rear-wheel drive.
If you were getting caught by a rear-wheel drive doing
Yeah.
skiddy boys.
And then if you go to about halfway,
So around 4:30?
yeah, 4:30.
Oh, wow.
4:50. He wasn't going that much slower than me, and I stayed behind him because it was just pure entertainment.
Yes.
Rear-wheel drive only, and he was picking a wheel. on a lot of the corners. Like, it was just bouncing up in the air. It was awesome. I think this is actually the rally day that
Jason was at.
the Pink Civic. Yeah, I think.
That's actually sick, though.
It was such a good drive. Like, it's just me and Cody sitting behind, like, just like, this is awesome to watch. Like, I'm not even mad. And yeah, he reckons because it's all caged and everything, it's done up for proper
Rally.
and racing and everything, and he'd taken it to one event or two events and then brought it there and just really enjoyed it.
Just sent it.
Yeah, he just sent it. It was just like, yeah, it was awesome. There's a couple times, because he's got a like a siren style horn on it, and he was getting stuck behind a guy in a Liberty going
And he was just on it.
and he just like this far off his bumper, just on the horn.
Well, it works. If you're meant to get out of the way, get out of the way.
Pick that cone up,
Yeah.
laying down, and he hit it and stood back up. It was awesome.
One thing I was going to say, do you have all this on YouTube?
Yes.
Do you want to type in, can you post a comment?
I can chuck it in the private chat, and then you can.
Yeah, if we do that, just so if people want to see more of these videos.
There's not that many more.
Yeah, but if they want to listen to it with the music and have a giggle.
There's no music.
Not music, sound.
Yeah. I gotta get, I gotta set up a mic and everything so it actually sounds
Better.
Because at the moment, like, the two cameras I have, the one on the outside was a J-Car special I got for $80.
So all you get is wind noise.
You just get
Yeah.
and nothing else. And the one on the inside, they've just turned the bass up to 11. So I have to turn it down so that you can actually hear anything, because it's just ridiculous. But yeah, there's not that much on there at the moment. I'm looking at doing more videos.
Yeah.
It's mostly bad memes that I've made, and weird memes that I've made, and gaming videos.
That's fine. Now I'm putting peer pressure onto you to make more rally videos.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially when you race Jason.
Oh, that's
I
getting
really
streamed.
need to see the video. You need to stream it.
There we go. I sent that in the private chat on this too.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got it.
Cool. Yeah, that's me. There's a
So yeah,
couple-
this is Karl. So when the Pink Civic races him, head over to that link
Yep.
and have a laugh.
Yeah.
But in saying that, anyone watching, if there's any more questions for Karl, hit us up, because I just saw how long we've been talking, and I couldn't work out why I was starting to get really, really hungry. But
I had some chicken. I'm good.
so if there's anyone who's got some questions for Karl before we leave, quickly hit it up. If not, what I'll do whilst I wait to see if anyone says anything, I'll do the usual call to action. Wait, is there anything you want to say? Because I've kind of just been talking a lot and putting up photos.
I mean, I guess the only thing I'd want to talk about, other than what we've been talking, well, we did touch on a bit, was the engine.
Yes.
Because I'm just not sure. Like, I don't know where to, because it's going
What you want.
It's going to cost a similar amount,
Yeah.
and I don't know what's better. Because, like, if I'm going to STI short block, it's just going to be getting a TD04 to start with, and it's going to be running entire, like, stock GC8,
Running gear.
everything, and, you know, like...
I still feel like the best person to ask that would be Jason, but I don't know if he's still here.
Yeah,
Because you got to look at what he's doing. So, you know, George, it's stock.
you're right.
So it's TDO... Is it TDO4 or is it VF? George.
Yeah, 34.
So it's got a VF34 restricted,
Yep.
but it's with a version 6 STI block and version 6 heads. So it isn't the semi-closed deck. It's the stronger... I think they've got stronger pistons in that model.
Yep.
And the gangster cams,
Yep.
as far as I'm aware. But you've seen how Michelle drives George, and you know it gets beat on.
Yep.
So if you're chasing stock-ish power, you should be able to get away with
Yeah.
a stocker kind of motor.
Because, like, I haven't run into a situation yet where I've needed more power.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's the thing. On the dirt, you don't need a lot of power.
No.
Like, Jason has proven that, and other rally people have proven you don't need crazy power
yeah.
to have fun.
But yeah, it's more a matter of where my money's better put, and I guess the thought process with for similar money, if I'm getting a long block, it's coming with all of that extra stuff. That then when I do need to get a short block, I've already got.
Yeah.
Right, so then I've got the STI heads and the intake and whatever else, you know, like the better injectors, theoretically, the better turbo.
Yeah, I'd nearly... If you can get a JDM motor for cheap,
So
like a reasonable price, well...
/ reasonable. Because I was looking at, like, the advertised for 5. And I'm
Yeah, I was going to say, for a full
gonna
conversion
try and get 4.
would be around 5, 6, I'd
Yeah.
say.
See, I'm trying to keep it in the 3 to 4 mark.
Because, yeah, like you said, though, the positive about getting the full motor, like full long block with accessories, is everything's there.
The only thing is, like, it's going to be, I'm going to be changing the timing belt on it immediately anyway. And then vacuum lines, and probably coolant and oil hoses.
The other thing I'd my issue is I really like head studs. But if you don't need to pull the heads off, don't pull the heads off.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I'm going for stock power, like, I'm not going to be feeding it tons
Yeah.
of boost, so I'll keep it at stock because it's going to be theoretically more reliable at that.
Yeah.
It's like, my idea is if I get an engine that's good for higher power and then don't pump it, it should be okay.
Justin's got your back, bro.
Comes with 3 pistons. Cheers, bro.
That's the one that did the ringland. So
it's also come with 3 good bores.
Yeah, 3 good bores. The 4th one questionable, but
so just bore it out to a 2.2 and should be right.
Yeah, dude. I love stroke motors.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about boring it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's same.
higher RPM theoretically.
But yeah, no. I don't know. I'd nearly lean more towards, because if you can do all the wiring,
yeah,
because that's another cost people don't normally take into consideration.
Well, I can do everything.
Yeah.
Like I've done all of this myself. My dad's a mechanic. I have a fair understanding. Like there's a lot of Subaru specific things I don't know, and there's a lot of things that I've never done. So I'm learning a fair bit.
Well, that's the way you got to do it. You need to. It's the best way to learn anything.
Yeah.
Getting in and just doing it.
Yeah, and I've managed to do it without making expensive mistakes so far.
Thanks, man.
No worries.
I thought we were going to have an episode where there was like no digs at Jacob. But
Well, that wasn't actually intended.
I know, but
So,
it just
you made it a dig.
it's just the feels, man. It's in the feels. Oh no! It turns out the ball wasn't too bad. So you got 4 good balls.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's interested though. I'm sorry, Justin. Use it as. Wait, you're just as like smart at making things. Make a table.
That'd work.
That'd be sick. But no, I know I probably would lean more towards the JDM motor.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's going to be the short block. Like, you're going to get the short block. Yes, it's not going to be 0 kilometers.
Yeah.
But once you get the short block for just over $2,000, and then you add the what's the kit called? Cedo?
Yeah, the top end gaskets and all
the kit you get that you need to do
VRS.
the VRS kit. Once you get that,
doesn't that include stuff for the block assembly as well, or am I thinking of that wrong?
I'm not sure. But yeah, once you factored that in and all the other stuff like getting heads decked and all that, it just starts adding to that price.
Yeah.
Because you'd nearly get, even if you set your budget as $5,000, you spend 2.5 on the motor.
Yeah, on just the block.
Just on the short block.
Yeah.
You only got another 2.5 to play with to get turbo, to get headers, to get all that other stuff, and it will fly out of the window quickly.
I've got a spare TDO4 already, so that'll be going on if I was doing it that way.
Yeah, but the thing is, comparing VF37.
Yeah, I mean, ideally that's what I'd do, but if I was going the short block route, that's how I would start.
Yeah, start with the TDO4 and then build up.
It's going to be built with what I've got, so it's going to be whatever's on my engine that's still good. I've already got a set of heads that have probably been decked, but it's still getting checked anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
well, that's the thing. When you do it, you may as well. It doesn't take much.
And it's worth checking it. It's worth getting it done anyway.
Bigger cams, bigger porting. It's endless, man. It's endless.
It's getting expensive again.
Yeah, that's the joys.
Trying to keep the budget down. I got to be able to pay for bushes and axles when I ruin the rally.
Justin said, "Nah, I got plans for closed deck." Yeah. That'll be cool. That'd be very cool. I'm concerned. Rick sent me another personal message. I think this is again throwing you under the bus.
Who, me?
Oh, they're a bit more expensive now.
What's that?
The short blocks.
Yeah, they're 4.
The on special 3,250.
3,250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I feel like your best bet is the conversion. Yeah.
Yeah.
But make sure when you talk to whoever you're gonna get it off, you get like ECU and all that.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, they're asking 5 for just the motor. Just
Without the ECU.
Without the ECU or the loom, yeah. Which is sort of where I'm like, well... I don't know how negotiable the guy is. I've not had to deal with him yet, so...
Is it, I'm guessing, flat 4?
Yeah.
Huh, you could try to sweet talk him.
Yeah, well...
Be like, dude, I go to rally days all the time. I run one of your stickers. Give me...
Yeah. Yeah. There's many photos of
Yeah.
my car sideways. Would you like to have your parts in my car while it is sideways?
Dude, there's honestly no harm in asking.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like, worst they say is no, and you end up having to fork out for
Yeah.
the ECU and loom.
See, it's like, I'd like to be able to do... I would go up to 5 if it comes with the loom and the ECU.
Yeah.
If it's motor, loom, ECU, then I'm like... Hoses and stuff I can get away with.
Yeah.
Like, I can do that relatively cheap, but still well.
Yeah.
So I'm not putting dodgy stuff on it.
But yeah, no, it'd come down to having to have a chat to him, and
Yeah, I just gotta go down there.
even if you hit up our bloke, Mr. Jason.
Yeah, well, that's the point.
See, because I know he's still trying to get stuff for Rohan.
Yep.
Like, he's still trying to get a gearbox.
Yeah, I should ask him.
I'm pretty sure if Jason can find a motor over there or something,
Yeah, that's a good
chucking
point.
it on a pallet or in a container might work.
Yeah. That's
Like,
a
he can be scary. Like, I understand
Jason.
Jason can be pretty scary. But feel free to shoot him a message and just suss it
Yeah.
out. Because,
I might do that.
yeah, he's got our contact. Well,
Yep.
our contacts are his contacts.
I am friends with him on Facebook, too.
Yeah.
So I might
Dude,
do that, yeah.
I'm near 100% positive he won't get mad.
Oh, no. But... Or,
99% positive.
as aggressive as he was earlier tonight...
Yeah.
I
He's a great bloke. I love
yeah.
Jason.
No, absolutely.
Oh, and the annoying thing is, you know how he was on stream not too long ago?
Yeah.
How I said there was a photo of him hugging a turbo I really wanted to find? I found it the other day,
Oh, yep.
which obviously it's too late, but I did find it. So,
There was one thing I wanted to say that I forgot to say earlier. But
No,
the
no.
6... Eh?
no, out of time. No, I'm kidding.
The 6-speed, because it is the Liberty 6-speed, I'm looking at getting a LSD to put in it as well.
The front.
Yeah.
Again, best person to talk to? Jason.
Yeah. My
Because
mate-
he's done that with his car,
True.
as
yeah.
far as I'm aware.
That's actually... I might pick his brain a bit, because...
Jason's very good at that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, my mate's got... Because he races... mate of mine races GDs, and he's putting... I think he's putting a plated LSD in the front of his.
Yeah.
So I was going to get the stock STI LSD and chuck that in mine, which is the helical or the Torsen? Same
Torsen.
thing.
I think they're Torsen.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
think
depends which model. I
Well,
think.
helical is a form of Torsen
Yeah.
because it's the same operating principle but just different shape, I think.
Yeah. I guess I can put these up. I'll put these up.
But yeah. So that's what I was looking at doing, but I don't know. I got a manual for it, so it should be okay. But if I can talk to someone who's done it before, it's always going to be helpful.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of... Did you hear the stream about when we initially started talking about customers' cars, where the two-door, he's got a 6-speed LSD in the front of his 5-speed?
Yeah. That was an interesting one.
Like I said, man, we have very intelligent friends.
Yeah.
So...
Good community.
But now Rick's got me showing some stuff. So this is to help you.
Okay.
So screen share. Excuse me.
Go up on 8.
Play is the game. So that's how it is normally, yeah?
Yep.
So you got that. You get one of these bad boy shims.
Yep.
So
what's that out of, he said?
the Falcon.
So the Falcon. Yeah, right.
I'm assuming it even looks like the holes were already in there.
Yeah, it does. Because the ones that I've seen is people getting aluminium blocks and
making them
making
themselves.
them, and you just got to get the longer high tensile bolts to suit that. But I've seen people go as big as a 15mm shim in there. 15mm spacer.
Justin said the photos were sent to 3P. I'll see if I can find them, Justin.
I've also got the white line anti-lift kit in there.
And then there you go.
Yeah.
So that looks like that's running that as well.
Yep. So I've got that as well, which that made it.
That's actually sick that it actually just fits in.
Yeah. No, that's cool. If it's an actual part and I don't have to try and use my dodgy drill press to make aluminium.
BF Falcon. That's a factory shim that was removed.
There you go. What's it a shim in? That piece or? Is it
Is it a shim from the front lower control line?
I'm learning a lot tonight. There you go.
That'll be interesting to see. And I've got to stop this for a sec. I'll see if I can find the ones
BA to BF.
Justin's talking about.
Stock shim.
Hibbity. Inbox.
Excellent.
Wait, what?
What?
I just saw something weird somewhere. I don't know if I wanted to.
Are you okay?
Someone sent something saying they have.
Yeah.
No, it's in the 3P chat. That confused me. Alright, yeah. So I want to download these photos. I don't want to just make them big. Actually, I can just make them big. I'll just do this because that's going to work better. Because I can be lazy and just close things as I show people. I'm a genius. Let's jump back here. Okay, so I just gotta make sure I don't go to that one. We have the catch can for Justin's one. So this was, I forget what brand. What brand was it?
Mounted with a firewall. Yeah, right.
Justin will let me know what brand it is. But so that's it. Going back into the sump. Oh, because he's got the Killer Bee sump.
Yeah, right.
So that's sick.
I didn't want to do that because what I've read, like most of the stuff it catches, you don't want going back into the oil. So considering mine was full of water.
Oh, it's a Perrin.
Perrin air oil separator. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you mean you didn't go to JCar and grab a random square thing and put holes in it?
Yeah. Why didn't you just make some random thing, man?
DIY. Send it. Should be right.
Yeah. It actually sits really neat. Did it come with the braided lines or no? I feel like you made the braided lines.
That does look very good though.
It's a very neat kit.
That might be where I end up putting because I got to make one for the head valve covers, the valve cover breathers as well. That might be where I end up putting that one.
The mount didn't work, by the way, because brake booster's in the way. Oh yeah, because he was gonna, yeah. So he made the lines, which is cool.
Yep.
But yeah, we were talking about whether it'd bolt in properly or not. But obviously because Perrin must be an American brand.
Yeah.
It's designed for the American car.
Yep.
So he had to make a bracket.
That sounds about right.
But yeah, I feel like this is one of the longest streams we've done in quite a while. But I feel like we have gone through a fair bit.
See, I was worried I didn't prepare enough stuff.
No, you got plenty, man.
Yeah,
Have you not met our community? We can talk quite a bit.
No,
It's just the fact I was... Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
Hey, you know what's great too, though?
a little bit, yeah.
I was going to say, you know what's great, though?
What?
You weren't late. You didn't miss the start.
Yeah.
You were here.
Makes a change.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, no, let us... I believe we should probably end this out. Because it's been going for just a little while.
Yeah, it's pretty late, eh?
Oh, dude.
You should have seen the first ones we did.
Yeah.
Were they like
Just putting it out there. Rick must really like you, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know if I should be concerned.
I got links for you, bro. He's got links to the parts.
Oh, excellent.
You know the shit.
What a legend.
Like, it turns out they were actually from the earlier Falcons that have the narrow shims, not the wide. Yeah, no, he sent me links, so once the stream's over, I will send them to you, my dude.
Cheers. I mean, I guess that's something that I can throw in, do a drive, and see if I like it.
Yeah.
And then if I don't, I can just unbolt
It's not like there's many bolts to undo.
No. The hardest part is jacking up the car.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. See, that's where my effort would be like,
Nah.
nah, probably not, eh?
Do you run longer bolts with that?
That's actually a good question.
Because it's not that thick, but
Yeah, do you need to run bigger bolts, or are you still just using the factory ones, Rick? He said he's the research god.
excellent.
Yeah, it tends to help when you are that. Oh, okay. So air oil separator is better for returning into the sump because it actually separates the oil. It uses coolant to heat the chamber.
Yeah, whereas mine's not doing that. Mine's cold.
That's
so it's just
fancy.
2 G's into muck.
That's
Yeah,
really
fair.
fancy.
They're cool. They're cool. I wonder how I could do that.
He
Maybe-
doesn't believe. Wait, I think he's saying he doesn't believe that you need to use longer bolts.
Yeah, okay. I think there is a limit where you can still use the stock
Yeah.
bolts because they're long enough. But I wonder if I could get a second J box from J Car that's bigger and put my
Thing in it to
in
cool it.
and then fill that with coolant.
That would be cool.
That'd be wild.
Should I be concerned someone's what? It's John, isn't it? It's John, isn't it?
You're not still doing the cast, are you?
It's John. Yeah, I'm nearly finished. I'm in the process of winding it out. I'm attempting to.
It's going.
Yeah, he just literally said, just have a look how much thread's sticking out the other side. So before you do it, just have a gander underneath because there
Yeah.
should be thread sticking out. So
Yeah, there is.
and it depends on the thickness of the shims, which
Yeah.
there's 2 different ones he sent me a link to.
I think the
So-
rule of thumb with bolts is generally. Oh, I guess it's different because it's going into alloy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, that's all good.
No,
I hope you've had
Appreciate
fun
that.
joining us
Yeah, absolutely.
behind the camera instead of behind the keyboard.
Yeah,
I think.
it's a bit different.
Do I add the cedo and we just deal with the echo for the ending? I feel like we should.
It's really easy to respond this way because I don't have to type.
Yeah, save so much
There
effort.
is that, yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm still here.
if you guys have enjoyed it, make sure you join us next Thursday, 7:30 p.m., where we're hopefully going to have Rick coming in talking about his
Well, he said
lifted
he was
peanut. He said he hopes so.
Sounds good.
Oh, you said he hopes so. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
But oh, okay. Turns out there's 3 different sizes just to make your life difficult.
Oh,
You got a 1 mil, 3 mil, or a 6 mil.
Of course
Shim.
there is.
Okay.
But yeah, so make sure you join us next week. Let people know if you've enjoyed it. Share us and stuff. And yes, make sure you hit up Karl's website and all. YouTube.
Yeah, no, I don't have a website.
No,
Not that fancy yet.
You want one?
I know someone who can set you up with one.
Yeah.
But no, guys, I will see you all later. Okay, bye bye.
See you later.
Okay, bye bye.